nobody, hey nobody. Every day I love you normally, hey normally, hey normally.
Unconditional love, blessings, and greetings to all who have decided to take time out of your wonderful day to be with us on the biggest platform in the world. We are known as the Wrong Guy Podcast. Wrong guy, right time. The right time is right now. We're here to challenge, and champion everything that makes sense. Conversations here are meant to be interesting, but entertaining. We reside in a judgment-free zone. Feel free to speak your mind, and always remember, to each his own. My name is Samo Supreme, also known as Iwo Samo, better known as Mr. Wrong Guy. Welcome, enjoy, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Wrong guy!
Greetings all my beautiful people out there. All the guys, the goddesses, the kings, the queens. You know what I'm saying? All my loved ones, friends, family, and all alike. We here again to the biggest platform in the world.
You know that.
The Wrong Guy Podcast, man. We talk about that. Y'all know who I am already. The biggest. Big Primo, Supremo. It's the very own Mr. Iwo Samo. And today, man, I ain't gonna lie, today, this is special. This one close to my heart right here. Y'all don't understand this. I'm so, hey, y'all see me smiling real hard because I'm giddy about this one, man. This is a special episode of the Wrong Guy Podcast because I got some brothers that I hold real dear to my heart here today, all right? One of them is a 15-year, damn that 20-year member, real member, hold him in the building. You know what I'm saying? It's a brother, friend, you know what I'm saying? Entrepreneur, artist, father, you know what I'm saying? Activist. He just added that to his resume, activist. You know what I'm saying? I know him as Paris. I know him as that. I know it's BD Paris. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know it. If you know, you know, right? But the world may know him as Big Trigga 600, man. Go on, clap it up. And on the side of him, man, dude really don't even be needing no introductions, you know? You know, dude really don't be needing no introduction, you know what I'm saying? But another amazing artist, father, friend, one of my close personal friends. I'm talking about, we about 8 to almost 9 years in now, right? Man, entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying? And folks starting to get into this little activist work also. Engineer, producer, right? A lot of people don't even know that. But he's one of the GOATs, legend. A legend. One of the bricklayers of this drill scene, right? This big Dot Rachi, that's Dot 600. And y'all know the man, the myth, you know what I'm saying? Our cybersecurity guru over there, you know what I'm saying? My co-host, my personal best friend. Big loopholes for you, man. And of course, in the back, we got the real estate guru back there, but our lovely, classy, wonderful bartender, Big Binky, man. Clap it up for it. And y'all know the one that y'all never see, but y'all always see. The man behind the lens, the one that pull all the strings, you know what I'm saying? He's the man, the myth, the legend himself, LMI Films, Lord Rio, man. Clap it up for bro, man. Clap it up for bro. As always, I want to take a second to shout out our guests. I mean, our audience, everybody is here with us. The ones that you do see on camera, the ones that you don't see on camera. I appreciate y'all for being here. You know, I love y'all. I can't do it without y'all. So clap it up for our audience. Without further ado, hey man, listen. You know, we do everything so on point here. We try to make sure we not just throwing nothing together for y'all, right? But I ain't even gonna front the move. we was running a little late this episode, Scud. This episode, boy, came down to the wire, you hear me? I'm talking about, man, because, you know, I'm going to take blame for my part in that. I had a lot going on. It was just my birthday this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that, brothers. I appreciate that. So I was kind of like, my brain was ill right now. But we here now, we in each other's presence. I feel the energy, right? I feel the energy, man.
Most definitely was on time.
I feel the love. Hey, Trigga was on time. Trigga, that's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna say nobody else wasn't on time. But Trigga was on time. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna say nobody else. And I ain't even talking about the guests. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about the guests. But hey, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I mean, I ain't throwing nobody under the bus. What? I ain't throwing nobody under the bus. You know? But folks was on time. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Man, Joe, like I said, I feel the energy in today's episode, man. With the Wrong Guy podcast, we pride ourselves on having a family-oriented space, right?
Sure.
This is y'all first time on the show. You know what I'm saying? Y'all one of the y'all are the third guest here.
We on.
And
so I mean, we at the beginning.
Y'all the beginning.
Yeah, so we
y'all laying the foundation. Like y'all two help lay the foundation for what's going on. Y'all help lay the foundation for this platform, man.
That's big.
And I appreciate y'all being. Y'all don't know how much publicly. I mean, I done told y'all behind the scenes, but publicly in front of the cameras, I want to tell y'all that I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming.
Appreciate
y'all for being here.
Exactly.
Like for real, man.
Appreciate you.
Man, no, seriously, man. Like this means a lot to me because y'all know what y'all know, man. Y'all know what y'all know. Some of these other platforms, man, they be the numbers that they be giving people. It be tens of thousands. These my real brothers, man. These my real brothers. Y'all came off the strength, off the love, loyalty, bro. That's different for me, man. I don't take that. Don't ever think I take that lightly, man. I appreciate y'all more than y'all will ever know, and I want to publicly thank y'all, man. For real, man. I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, Joe, we got so much to get into today.
Let's get it.
I want to say I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you,
Rookie
dude.
of the year.
I'm proud of you, man.
Rookie of the
Hey,
year.
Double XL. Folks better be on the cover, man. Like, I ain't playing. Hey, Gunline is in the building. Hey, listen, Gunline in the building, man. Man, I've been sitting back watching what you've been doing, dude, since you came home. I've been sitting back watching, and what amazes me is your work ethic. Folks, you ain't quit. You ain't stopped. I'm like, dude, he ain't playing. Like when I first see him, like, let me see what he on. Let me see what he got going on. You know, because there's so many people that come out, right, and they come home from jail. Everybody feel like they can rap now, right? But people don't understand what it takes to be an entertainer. I ain't talking about to rap. Anybody can rap, but can you be an entertainer?
Yeah.
Right, being an entertainer is a 24/7 job. It's not something you clock in and clock out.
24/7.
Right, and I'm sure you realize that you got a crash course of that, right?
Yeah.
This ain't nothing you could clock off, right? And it gets rigorous, folks. It get rigorous. It gets nerve wracking. It gets frustrating, right? It gets discouraging at times. So to be able to keep pushing through, having that work ethic, have that ambition to keep going, bro. I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you, man. Keep going, man. Keep going. And I can see in the future, man. I'm like Miss Cleo. I see in the future, man. You got big things coming, man.
Yeah,
you got big things coming.
To get there.
And you know, we always, whatever assistance that we can render and help, you know what I'm saying, we gonna always offer that to you. You got some good people in your corner.
Yeah, I already know.
I ain't gonna lie. You
Cash back here.
Shout out Cash, man. Y'all don't see folks in the back, but you get the back. You get the back, get the strap. Cash in the back, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Folks Manager, shout out to Cash, you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? So talk a little about that for us, Trigga. Like, tell the people, first of all, introduce the people to who you are.
Yes. 600 Trigga, Gunline, the biggest. And you mean, you talking about like how I started getting into the music?
Let's talk about what inspired you to do music first and foremost. What inspired you to get into this music thing?
I mean, I always been a music head, and like I say, you know, we 90s babies, so we could go into different eras of the music, you know, Dusty's, R&B, old school R&B, and we could take certain things like that and implement that into our music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something that a lot of people can't do, like, you know, the new generation. So I always liked the music. And, you know, when I was younger, I believe everybody didn't try to do the rapping thing, you know what I'm saying? Is it, you know, trying to play with a little something here and there, you know, some people like to say.
Just being from the hood.
Yeah,
you know?
man, fuck
we
it.
get high with the
ain't me,
guys
yeah.
and get to kick a
You know what I'm
freestyle.
saying? So I done had my time where I, like, 6th, 7th grade, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, it ain't for me, I'm weak. You feel me? So I already had the feel that I probably could do this, but, you know, I was deep heavy into the streets, so it wasn't nothing. Because I used to kind of be funny with the guys, like, you know, rapping ass nigga, shit like that. You know, just being funny. But when I came home, Cooper, man, E-Day, long live bro, he's always telling me like,
long live
long live E-Day.
Coop,
He always tell me like, you got a story to tell, and the way you could tell it is through the music. You know what I'm saying? So he really the first person that put me on the, you know, got me in the studio, put me on the spot, because I didn't know that's what he was doing when he told me to come to the studio. I'm just coming to be in a session with you.
Just kicking with him.
Yeah. So he put me on the spot.
E-Day was such an inspirational figure, though. Like, that was one of my personal friends, actually. Long live Coop again, man.
Yeah.
Dude was different. He was a big figure. His presence was huge.
Yeah.
And just being around him will motivate you, man.
For sure.
Like, for real. He'll really
because of his
motivate
work ethic, and he was one of the people that he wanted to see everybody shine.
Facts.
It wasn't just about him.
Facts.
And it's like he had this wing that he'd throw around just to make you feel like that you just straight while you with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
And that's how I feel. That's
yeah,
absolutely how I felt.
when he died, it was kind of like, damn. You know me?
Yeah.
So yeah, that fucked me up, especially with it being one of the first pieces that I lost when I thought I came for doing the time.
Yeah.
So it's like when you locked up, you get accustomed to losing people while you're in jail. Now I got first time getting a taste of getting back accustomed to losing somebody while I'm on the outside. You know, it's levels to this shit, so it was a different feeling.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you just came home, you said?
When he did that, I was only home for some months.
Some months. So
Yeah.
how long you did in jail?
I did 10 years. I came home for like 7 months and then went back in for another 15 months.
For another 15 months.
Yeah.
So what? How long you been out now?
2 years.
2 years.
This year make 2 years.
Okay. I've been seeing you on the you know, with the rapping and stuff. I see like you real confident in your work. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, like, what y'all say, producer, engineer?
Man, producer, engineer extraordinaire. Dude behind the scenes be doing shit. Y'all don't even be understand. Dude be doing shit. Right? He's musically inclined for sure, man.
I mean, it's like you got to be comfortable with, you know how like you go to rent somebody's studio out and they got their own person that doing, you know, mixing. You might not notice you're not comfortable with them. This is my brother right here, you know what I'm saying? We came up together, so I'm comfortable going there working. Like, I don't even come in there prepared with stuff written down or in my notes no more. We just go in there, we just do it from the
Vibe. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, you just touched a little bit about Cooper, right?
Yeah.
Dot, I know Coop was a super big influential figure in your life and career, right? Because I remember watching y'all, man, back then,
For sure.
right? So could you speak a little bit on what E-Day meant to you?
Shit. Especially like with the music, like first of all, that's like, besides the music, that's my real homie, you know, like we've been through some shit together.
Facts.
But when it comes to the music, hell yeah, he was everything, cause like you said, it motivates you to keep doing it. There's been times where I just said, fuck that shit, I don't even want to do it. He'll be like, keep going. You tweaking, you know you is, you Dr. Roger. I'll be like, man, shit. There's been plenty of times I didn't want to crawl in that hole and bro get me back out there before, like, nah, you gotta keep going. And I done did the same, vice versa, you know?
Right.
So bro played a huge part in this shit. Especially with my neighborhood getting our name off the ground and shit, Team 600, like he was facing this shit for a long time. Putting it on his back and made motherfucker respect it. Cause I ain't gonna lie, niggas wanna try and respect this shit. When we came trying to do this shit, and we came out telling motherfucker we wanna do this, we made motherfucker respect it.
Facts.
So Cool was like muscle, he was brains, he was a lot of shit. So that was my brother, so.
No, sure. So you just mentioned when y'all first really started, like people really weren't trying to respect it.
Yeah, nah.
Let's talk a little bit about that, right? You feel like that's because there was already other groups of rappers before y'all, and they felt like, well, they just trying to piggyback off of this, or
I just felt, because when we came out, this when the drill was started.
Just started.
It was created. Like, this was, that's why Coop say he made drill, because he one of them niggas like RP Pac-Man, you know that drill
for
originally.
sure.
But when it come to that sound, it was a certain sound. Like, Coop gave drill music. Like, the him and being up, black going back and forth, the whole,
what a time to be alive.
That era.
What a time to be alive.
That's drill music, you hear me?
Nah,
That's when
for
this
sure.
shit kicked off, so.
For sure.
Yeah, that shit was, it just,
Yeah, I spoke on that before when somebody had, like, basically come like, man, you got it wrong, Pac-Man, yada, yada, yada. Which I ain't taking nothing away from that, but with E-Day and the FBG and all that, because, I give them their respect as well, too, when it comes to it, because they are part of the drill culture, too.
Absolutely.
It reminded me of the East Coast, West Coast.
No, for sure.
The Snoop Dogg and the Pop was with it with
Biggie
and all them, and then Eazy-E had this thing going on when he was dissing Dr. Dre now.
Yeah.
That's the only time you really seen back and forth rap. You know what I'm saying? When that was going on. So then when Brotherhood came out and they was doing their back and forth thing, they made that for Chicago when it came to the drill thing. Well, nobody going back and forth with each other like that in Chicago. Yeah.
It's twisted, do or die. Shit.
Yeah,
That
shit
sound
like
we
that.
came with, that's a whole nother way. And it's still around right now.
I tell people all the time, right, that there's a difference, because people will be like, oh man, drill music ain't new, it's been around, I be trying to tell people, listen man, there's a difference between drill music and gangster rap. Right? Chicago had gangster rap. Bum J,
Always.
shout out to the chief, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gangster rap.
It's a gangster
You
city.
know what I'm
It's a
saying?
gangster city,
There was gangster rap.
Yeah.
But the era that we cultivated, because I was one of the ones, I was part of the drill scene later on in 2015, and I really got prominent. But in that 2012, when it comes to the E-Days, the Billionaire Black, the FBG Ducks, the Chief Keefs, the S.Dots, that was that gritty, I'm coming straight for you, right? That's when diss rap was diss rap. Even shout out to Cuz, shout out to Rico, right? He was part of that. That whole movement that they had going on, cultivated from drill rap, right? That changed the world. That era right there changed the world. It made the world it made the world feel different.
And everybody started copying.
We ain't know what we was doing.
It's real big in UK.
We was just doing some shit.
It's huge in UK.
Ain't no 15 years from now, this shit'll be real, what it is, genre,
real
deals
genre.
came out, this shit.
It's white boys in UK.
Yeah, they like to claim.
Talking about they got
600,
UK drill.
300.
UK drill.
It's Team 600 members in the UK, right? It's OTF members in Africa, right? This was good. This is how big and influential our culture was. Do y'all feel that the culture was hijacked and taken to a whole nother place?
For sure.
I mean,
But I want to say hijack because it's still, as long as they pay homage to where that shit came from, I respect it.
But okay, I'm gonna piggyback what he's saying, paying homage. But I just feel like that you got people that came behind my brothers, and they benefited more. They benefited more. I feel like today, paying homage, but you know what I'm saying. I feel like it should be more than just paying homage.
Do you feel like nowadays a lot of these guys are more business savvy?
I mean, right now,
Where they was able to take it and monetize it better.
Yeah, they did, and that's what they still doing.
Yeah,
I do feel like that.
I for sure.
I feel like that.
Seriously.
So then my question is, why we couldn't do it back then?
Because we was really living it.
Exactly.
A lot of blood and
Yeah,
shit.
we was really living it.
And no people would.
We wasn't in the house studying it like that. We really out here in the streets.
Hey,
And
listen.
another thing though, the people who actually, funding this shit, like these people putting, the money behind that shit, they scared to fuck with the real deal.
Yeah, they do,
If I get this man some money, he might die. He in the streets for real.
Yeah, too.
Why put $1 million behind him? He's still in the rack.
But they took chances on certain people,
So
right?
they going to get. They making other little sections for it and like creative players and just doing that.
They took chances with Sosa.
They did.
They took chances with Reese, Free Reese. No, they took chances with Dirk, Free Dirk. You know what I'm saying? They took chances, right?
But look, this ain't like the A. How many Atlanta rap? Like when one, like look at Lil Baby, no shit. When one of them niggas make it, all them niggas who from their hood, then got a chance to get on.
Just because they helping each other
took
too.
Sosa, they took a handful of motherfuckers out the jungle and just.
Okay, so that leads me to my next question, and this specifically for you, Dot, because like I said, I tell people all the time. I've been saying this way before this podcast. S.Dot is a pioneer of the drill culture. Folks is one of the ones that could really, really rap. I tell people all the time, like, folks could really rap. Folks ain't getting on that bitch just mumbo jumbo. He ain't getting on that just talking about anything. Folks, he's musically inclined. See, I know music, right? I know cadences, man. I know rhyme schemes, man. I know hooks. I know music. So when I hear music, I got an ear for music. I know good music. Folks been making good music for a long time, and not just drill rap. You feel me? I done heard folks make love songs that was next level. This should have been on GCI for sure.
For sure.
Right? So for you to be that talented and that musically inclined, do you feel like you were supposed to go further than you went?
For sure. Yeah. That's why I was getting to it. Like, you see how you said they grabbed the names you said? There's a lot of people they didn't. So it's like they just left us in that, you feel me? So we just had to fend for us. Cause we ain't got no labels and no buildings we could walk in with our music, and, you know, we just in the trench. So it's like, with them grabbing a few motherfuckers and then just viewing the city, man, you the music that we making, it sound crazy just to a motherfucker with $1 million who will M up, it sound crazy listening to that shit. Like, go do what to who? Go pay him what? Not even go book no shows. That guy, go come shoot the show up. So. You know how that shit was going, so it was like, that's why I was trying to make other music and other shit, because we trying to get the fuck up out of here. It's like, man, for they show, we ain't got no labels, and nigga ain't coming. And the guys who they did take out, you know, sold them, did what they did. They put on a lot for the city and shit, and they took what they took with them, but that was it.
All right, so let's be candid, right? Because we be real candid on this show, and that means, you know, we be real honest. Do you hold any type of resentment? Or do you feel that the guys that did make it at the time that they did make it, do you feel like folks them should have did more?
Nah, I think they should. They just took motherfuckers straight out the churches, put them right here. They didn't know. They was still learning.
Because that's the thing,
I don't feel like I don't fault nobody for, you know. Motherfucker was, Shorty was what, 16?
Yeah. We was 16, young, everybody was young.
Pulling up on 40s and shit.
It's like, yeah, no
that's different. You don't know this shit all new. We just was on motherfucker. In the church, you know what I mean?
This is the thing, right?
Don't know what to do when you get that type of money. And,
folks been doing numbers for a long time, man.
Long time.
I paid attention to your career from the beginning, because before I was your homie, I was a fan, right?
Sure.
Like, before we ever met, had a conversation, before we had an encounter, I was a fan. I'm one of them people, I'm not afraid to tell anybody, you know, that I was a fan of them. I give everybody their flowers, man. I'm just a real one like that. I don't know about everybody else, but I was a fan of folks' music because I love good music. You know what I'm saying? This man been doing numbers since the beginning. Mm-hmm. You came through the gate doing numbers, right? So I used to sit, because this is me personally just looking back and like, folks, why? Because folks is doing everything that these niggas is doing. And to be honest, right, folks was really better than a lot of the niggas that was already mainstream, right? Sure. When it comes to musically, folks is better.
Shit, he knows that.
And that's a lot of the reason nigga ain't gonna reach for me. Well, I put him in position, he gonna, niggas want to see you do good, never better than them. You know, that shit real.
And that's one of the things that I don't understand. I don't get it, because it's like, why not put you in position? And hey, if you already in the room with these people and be like, hey, look, check this out. I can put that bug in front of him. I'm about to pull him in. Just give me a little cut. Give me a small percentage, right? I don't think you would mind that, would you? If somebody put you in position to be like, hey, look, folks, I'm finna put you in this position. I done worked out a deal with my label, folks. Look, just give me a 6% kickback on the back end, folks. But I'm about to put you all the way in. You finna get everything I get,
And that's why I was getting to, like, that's why I respect the Atlanta rappers. Because it's like, one of them niggas getting the dough, they bring all their niggas in. Yeah. We can say, no, they don't give a fuck your music garbage. That's one of the guys, we gonna walk him into the label. That's simple.
Walk him into the label. I don't think people...
Or not even that. We gonna pick up A&R, we gonna put them on to your music or whatever. It could go from there. You know, just some little shit like that matters, you know, but
Being-
where we from, this shit like crabs in a bucket.
Crabs in a bucket.
For sure.
Right? Being in the industry for so long, right? Me being in the industry for so long, I done been to them label meetings. Me personally, I done turned down numerous deals myself, right? But I done been with, I got personal friends that's A&Rs, executives. So I know how this shit really goes. What folks just, that phrase that folks just said is a known phrase in the industry. Walk him to the label. You literally can walk people into the label. So, like you could literally, this is your A&R, your personal A&R / agent you work with every day. You could really like, hey, look, I got somebody, I'm finna bring him, I need you to sit down with him. Hear him out.
I never knew that.
So what is
That's a thing, am I lying? That's a real thing. You can literally walk a person into a label.
Why do you think they don't do it though? Why do you think people just like, I mean,
All I could get from that, ask your question, because why? Why put him like, let's take it off my plate. That's how niggas look at it. But that ain't really, when we all can get this money together. When we all can make a way.
enough money.
We can all bring this shit, we can build this shit together. Like, niggas just want to
Real
be the
empires.
man. We can build an empire.
And that's what, okay. So this is what confuses me, right? Because at the time when the riots was happening, right, we all know, well, we probably don't know, for those who don't know, y'all got real members from y'all block, right? This, from 600, but it signed to OTF, right?
For sure.
There was a point in time in y'all journey where I felt, now correct me if I'm wrong, that's why y'all here, that it was a situation where it's like some of y'all almost had to choose, right? Like, because Long Live Cooper, folks had Team 600 going strong, and y'all, Team 600 was going strong, bro. You know what I'm saying? That 600 part 1, hey.
Part 1 and 2.
Part 1, hey, next level. Hey, you hear me, folks? Next level, folks. I don't know how many millions that song is at right now, but everybody in the world knew 600. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Dirk was on the rise. He had his OTF imprint, right? After a while, I guess some of y'all members signed to OTF. Do y'all feel like it was a situation where you have to choose?
I'll let Dot speak on that. You know, I was in there doing my 10 years when they made that decision to even sign over there. But I will say before this shit, like the OTF brand became a rap thing, it was a street thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And OTF branch was 300, 600 O Block. You know what I'm saying? TYMB was part of it at one point.
Absolutely.
So it was a street thing before they made the music brand. You know what I'm saying? So when it coming to the street thing, you know, I was a part of that. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the music thing, I can't speak on that because I have no knowledge on it, so I'm gonna let him answer that.
That's exactly what he said. Like, you will see some odd Team 600 with the OTF stamp on the front of it. Back in the day, you would see OTF 600.
For sure.
And we was like moving like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, after situations and shit, it was getting like that. Like, not pick a side, but, you know, like, it just was like, motherfucker move who they move with crowds. But everybody, all the guys still, you feel me? But
For sure.
it got more official when they started putting their John Hancock on real paperwork, you know? Like real labels, and because Team 600 became a real label too.
Absolutely.
Like down the line, we wasn't no real label. Like Coop got that shit LLC, which I never signed to it, but it was real like paperwork and shit on this shit. Like towards the end, like Team 600. So when it got like that, yeah, I will say motherfuckers start because this shit started getting like more business on the business side. Like, how y'all coming? Dirk grabbed 9 and. I think LA was on the verge of going over there, if I'm not mistaken, because you know him and 9 was like this. He had grabbed 9, and you know that's when they started like you know the rap like it's Team 600 OTF. But before all that shit, it was just we just all the guys. You might see us on our OTF time. We might be on Team 600 time.
Cause Lil Vernie actually came up with that OTF name.
Yeah. So that ain't like
Shout out first, man.
Yeah, Lil Vernie.
Shout
Shout
out
out
Vernie, that's my
Vernie.
brother.
He
Shout
came
out
up with that
Wook,
OTF name.
Shout out Wook, man.
So
what up?
my brothers first, yeah.
See, a lot of people don't understand, like, the way y'all just broke that down, a lot of people don't even understand that, right? A lot of people think OTF just been a label through the gate.
Nah, hell
Right.
no.
That's true. We was all as one. It was like an umbrella.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? We together. We was one.
It was a
at the
family.
time.
It
Yeah,
was
we
a
was
family.
one. So you know they wore, I wore, they wore. You know what I'm saying? They might not know these faces over here, so they go there. You know, it was on one umbrella.
For sure.
I feel like,
Me personally though, I always that's Team 600, feel me?
Yeah.
So I fuck with them though.
I feel like the business aspect of it sometimes muddies the water. Because we not really, a lot of the times, us as young black men, we don't be fully super savvy on business, on black and white. So, like you say, E-Day put together Team 600 and makes this a label, right?
Right.
I feel like that kind of make people a little weary now, like, folks trying to take something from you. Right? When it's like, hey, come sign to the, now it's like,
Yeah, because it's like now who the boss?
you know what I'm saying?
like you said, though,
Like
like,
this a label, who the boss and where the money, where the shit coming from and where it's going. It was one of them like we rapping, we doing this shit we just doing this shit.
Exactly.
We doing
Yeah.
this shit out the
That's
crib, we recording songs, putting this shit out. We not on no label, we not on no paperwork.
Won't
We
nobody
don't
think
even know
about
nothing
that.
about that shit.
But when that paperwork get to
When
come to
this-
the pass,
when
it's
numbers
like,
start coming in and these Apple Music streams and all this money all coming in, that motherfucker like, okay, we need to get this shit,
It
it's
be
tight
about
on
the
now.
percentage,
What's going on? Shorty just did 1 million views. We need to see what's going on for real. Like this shit starting to get like, all right, motherfucker getting tight on with the business. So when it start getting like that, shit, I would say niggas start, you gotta choose how you come. Pick your poison. Shit, they doing what they doing over there, we doing what we doing.
Yeah, the numbers thing, percentage thing, who got what
Percentages,
covered.
numbers, all that. But now, again, I don't know nothing about none of that shit because I never put my John in cotton and shit. I always had my own shit.
okay, so let me ask you, why? Why was it something that you seen that was like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna do that? Or was it just, you just was like that? Like, nah.
I told brother when the paperwork and shit dropped, this was the whole thing. Like the hood was getting to it about this shit, all type of shit. Like niggas ain't sad. What the fuck we doing? Like, Trigga was locked up. This shit was going on. So
I can imagine though, right? I can only imagine. Because I know the little shit that was going on in that shit.
look,
I ain't had
this shit-
nothing.
But I told him, like, brother, no, I say I'm all for the cause. 10-600, I'm with this shit, bro. But when it come to this shit, with the music shit, I'm just do me, y'all do y'all. That's just what it was. But you know, I told brother, I'm still 10-600 till I die, even though my shit ain't on no paperwork. That's my shit. Like, it's 10, nigga, this some shit me and you built for me.
when they like you say, when they came to put your John Hancock on something, you know, especially out what we learned from, you know, our parents, and don't put your signature on nothing.
No signs.
Read that out.
It wasn't no bullshit.
Read
Like,
out.
it wasn't no bullshit. This shit from Empire. We doing like a group. We did like some shit with Empire. It was a real deal.
Like a group distribution deal.
Distribution.
Yeah.
I'm cool on that shit. Like I like having control on my music. This shit bigger than, cause some of the guys was just rap. They don't even, they don't really know the ins and outs.
Understand the business.
I've been doing this shit so long. I know I control my publishing, my royalties, everything. So me signing that would have just gave them control over everything. What we doing? I've been handling this shit since I was a little boy. I ain't finna put this in nobody's hand. Still today, that's how I eat. You feel me? So that was just a business move for me.
So let me ask you a candid question here, right? Do you feel like that decision at that point in time, A, hampered you in any way in your progress? And then also B, if you can go back, if you had a time machine and you could go back to that time, would you make that same decision again or would you make a different decision?
No, I don't feel like it hindered me. I don't feel like it did hinder nobody. Like after that little situation, everybody kind of did their thing. It ain't fuck up nothing. I kind of was a little skeptical about how this shit was gonna play out. I'm like, I was saying shit and what's gonna go on. Like, everybody in there, like Booker did his thing, Blow did his thing.
For sure.
Do you feel like you could have did something different though, like, you know?
Could I do something?
Yeah, did something like, you
I
know,
would have did the same thing.
Same thing?
I'm still
Okay,
45
right.
G. I'm still 10-600. No shit, you know. This shit ain't about no paperwork with me. These my brothers. This shit ain't never been no business.
Our decision making, I'm big on being a man, right? And being comfortable with whatever decision I make. I'm big on there's no right or wrong, right? As long as you comfortable with it and you can go to sleep as a man in your bed and know that I made the best decision for me, then you made the right decision. So, however it turned out, right? I'm big on that. So that's meaningful conversation. I love that because I know it's insight for a lot of people because Dot is almost like a mysterious creature in this drill realm, right? Because like people know him through his music, but nobody really know. Folks don't really do interviews.
No.
Folks barely do interviews. interviews. That's why I was so excited when he said, yeah, this is some shit. Fuck don't even do interviews.
You know, you want
right?
brother, come pull up, but shit,
People don't really know folks like that. They just know what he tells them through his music, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to be able to get that insight is super dope, man. I super appreciate you even sharing that with us. But before we go any further, on the Wrong Guy podcast, man, we get towed down. I ain't even gonna hold
Dude.
you know what I'm saying? I feel like we done went a little too long without drinks. What's really going on,
nah,
BB?
so you just told me
What's
something
really
today,
going
shit.
on?
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
You know, I just learned something new myself. Shit.
No, for real, man. And that's what this platform is for, bro. I want it to be very insightful. I want it to be informative, but at the same time, we want it to be entertaining, man. We want to have fun. We want to kick it. So we learn this shit on her. We learn this shit on her.
Thank you.
So let's go and take us a toast, right? Thank you, BB. Hey, this toast right here is for a great episode. A lot of information, insightful conversation, building. It's brothers, it's friends, it's cohorts, man. And to the Wrong Guy podcast, man. Salute.
Salute.
Yeah, man. So, Trigga, you just slightly touched on you doing time. You know, I know you personally, but this for the fans, for the people that's watching, our viewers.
Yeah.
Speak on how that was. Speak on how much time you did. If you're comfortable, you don't have to. Speak on what caused you to get the time. You know what I'm saying? And speak on when you got out and just the transformation as a man that you went through during that time. Because like I said, I know you personally, so I know who you were.
Yeah,
this was one wild mother. Listen. Do it right, child. Do it right, child. So to see the man that you are today, and even seeing you, because we was incarcerated together once upon a time, right? To seeing the process you was going through when you was in there, I want you to speak on a little bit of that. Speak on a little.
First, I'm gonna speak on you. Say we was in there once upon a time. So look, your name used to come up, Samo, to me, and I never knew who they was talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I never knew they was talking about being to. They see me rotating with you, and they like, oh damn, you know, Samo or something. He was something. This
Tell them who you know. You know who?
I didn't even talking about Sam.
You know Sam. You know PD Sam.
I just don't know the O or the E-wall in front. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. So they, I'm like, damn, all these years, I'm like, this what they been talking about. You know what I'm saying? That was real shit. This my boy. But no, yeah, you know, I went in and did 10 years, and then I came back home and got locked up. RP Mumu, I got locked up after Mumu funeral, after the repass.
Yeah.
And then had to go and do another 15 months, which I ended up beating that. Shout out to my lawyer, Frank. You know, my manager got them put me on.
Big Frank!
Big Frank. But yeah, I beat that case. But when I did the 10, I ended up going in for robbery.
So you did 10 years?
20 and 50, yeah.
10 years, 20 and 50, man.
Yeah, 20 and 50. So yeah, I mean, during the time, I mean, first I'm gonna say, like, just going in there and signing your name on the dotted line, like we just gotta do is signing your signature on the paperwork for 20 years at 50%. Like, that's something hard for a person to do, especially young.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
hey, listen, for y'all that's never been in this situation, that's never been in these situations, man, let me let y'all understand something, man. Going in that courtroom, knowing that you're about to sign away 20 years of your life is one of the heaviest things you can do. It's one of the hardest things you can do. Hey, I done seen grown men cry. Hey, when I took my time, I ain't gonna lie. I cried in the car. You know what I'm saying? When I got that cell,
Real niggas cry.
I was swinging at the L.
Bro, let that
I
shit
was
out.
swinging at the L
Let that
because
shit
all
out.
you thinking about is 10 summers, 10 winters,
10 winners.
10 birthdays,
10 birthdays.
10 this, 10. It's like, I'm about to be for 10 of these.
Yeah, so it was hard. Like, I told my lawyer, like, give me some time to think about it. I actually told him to see what my mother say. The man come out there and tell me what my baby mama said. Like, I can't believe it. She finna get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? What my mama say?
Damn. That shit
I was
crazy.
going for a decade. She's not gonna be here.
She not gonna be the. Hey, some of them. Hey, shout out to the real loyal ones
ones
out
that
there.
do.
Shout out to the loyal women out there that do stick by
They do
their
stick
man.
by their man.
But majority of them, what? You finna do how long?
And we young at the time, so I don't hold nothing. At the time, I'm holding it against you. But now, you know what I'm saying?
So you was salty that she got up out of that.
Yeah, at the time, yes. But then I'm always like, it's 10 years, nigga. What the fuck?
What you expect?
Let's be real now.
For real.
And like I said, I got locked up young, so we young. So she didn't go through the things that she had to go through, like experience, you know what I'm saying, to even be loyal to the person that's locked up during this time.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
She wasn't even mentally advanced enough to
prepared.
understand. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, kids.
Yeah, them
When
kids.
bro went in, he was shy. I was young. And I remember bro being young because I was young. I'm trying to chase up out of him on the bracelet. Young, skinny with some
You know what's crazy though? This was crazy. Can I tell them a little?
Oh, fuck.
I used to see folks all the time, folks. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to be in Cal City. Folks used to, when they first knocked the project down, folks used to come bounce out to Cal City. So I used to see folks all the time. But he'll leave, go to the city, and be gone. So then he'll just pop back up. So I'm like, folks is in the city. Man, folks been in the city for like 10 years.
Folks went to. He usually came back.
He usually came back in about 2-3 weeks. Folks just never came back one time, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I think I see one of your baby mamas post your picture on like, man, I think this was back when it was like MySpace. It was long. And I'm like, damn, folks been in jail all this time.
It's big. I would have came back.
Podcast with BD Perry. I'm like, damn, I do remember, bro. I'm like,
That's what it's called, BD Perry.
BD Perry, badass BD Perry.
Wow.
Hey, he was one of them. He was the homie who used to be like, hey, you want to see a dead body? He was one of them.
I told him I was shorty folks walking up the bricks one day talking to himself, acting crazy.
Hey, he was a bug.
Y'all
a real
ass
bug.
Oh my God, wow.
See, that's another thing.
That's
that
why the growth. Right now, listen, this is a progressive platform, man. This is an elevate. This is what we want to highlight to the people, right? To show you, to the youth, that hey, just because you started like this, you ain't gotta end like this, right? A man that does not elevate and grow is a useless individual. If you're the same forever, if you stagnant forever, then you're useless. You in the way. You might as well go turn yourself in, because you're not better in the world. You're not elevating the world, right? Us growing and getting better is what we give to the youth. Is what the energy that we put out into the universe. You can't be the same wild, goofy month your whole life, man.
No, especially as you get older in age.
As you get older in age.
But you still got people that's out here that's older in age and still like that. And that's what like we talking about my experience being in jail that helped me, you know what I'm saying, to grow.
So what are some of the things during the course of that time that you would say helped your progression?
I'm gonna say this individual named Truth. I was on deck with Truth, and I was in Division 9 at the time fighting my case. And Truth came to my, we messed with each other. So he came to my cell one day, and I was, praying. And he came back, I guess, when he felt like that probably wasn't no more. And he came to my, he like, man, I came to mess with you earlier, but I seen you was praying. Hey, how long you had that problem? How long you had that problem? What, he like, you praying about your case? That you beat your case? I'm like, yeah. He like, yeah, you praying, but you ain't going to the law library. You ain't getting no looking up cases like your case to see how you could, the loopholes, you know what I'm saying, to fight it so you can come home. You just praying that you beat it and you ain't putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? But I never heard nobody talk like this before. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a black man, you God.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? But
That's true.
I'm a street. I'm young. I'm coming in here. I never heard nobody talk like this. So I'm crazy, man. What the fuck is he talking about? You know what I'm saying? I never heard nobody talk like this. So, I still, I mess with him, you know what I'm saying? He was still giving me the teachings, because he a 5%. So he was giving me the teachings of certain things that I'm like, man, he crazy. And certain things I'm like, okay, I see what he's saying. But what he was really trying to install in me is these things, and I'm telling you, is how you should move as a man in your way of life. It's like how them laws when we so-called have these gangs, because these gangs is organizations how we should move, the laws, how we should move as a man.
Yeah.
They ain't telling you nothing wrong.
Yeah.
So, you know, he spoke to me certain things I listened, certain things I didn't. So I got the 10 years. I went to, you know, you go to the max facilities, you start doing that, and I bumped into other people that was on that same type of time as well. Which got me into start reading books like Knowledge Yourself, From Niggas to Gods, The Earths, you know, them type of books.
Knowledge Yourself. Y'all take note. Say Knowledge Yourself.
Yeah.
From Niggas to
From
Gods.
Niggas to Gods, 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
It's one called 85 Percenters.
85 percenters.
Yeah, this is breaking down to 5 and 10, 85%.
Y'all please, if y'all get some free time, go look into these books and educate yourself, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? A brain without seeking education is a useless brain.
For
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? Feed yourself, man, intellectually, you know? Feed yourself spiritually, man. That's how we progress and we grow and we get better, man. I read some of the best books of my life while I was behind the wall.
Yeah, I read a lot of more other books, because, you know, I got another time when I'm in the city, like Menard, Pontiac said, you know, so I read a lot of books, and it's like these things that we not being taught when we in school. But I feel like we should be being taught.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of this is our history. The history that we're being taught is our history. You know what I'm saying? So these are things that I start falling back. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all say I was, you know I was wild. It started making me fall back and humble myself. Even being locked up and in jail made me humble myself, because I feel like, okay, I'm from 600. You know what I'm saying? We out here in it. But I have my struggles in there just like the next man. Trying to get commissary. Ain't got no soap. You know what I'm saying? I ain't different from these people up in here.
Absolutely.
So who am I?
Absolutely.
So all that to humble you.
Humility.
Yeah.
Humility is a super, that word right there, that's one of my favorite words, period. Humility. Because one thing about us is our egos be so big because we be them, right? When you got a name, and you got a face, we all got names, we got faces. That'll blow your head up so big, like I'm that.
Cause that's how it was when I went in, because I know the type of person I was on the outside, like I'm with it. As far as streetwise, you know, I'm with it. It ain't shit you can tell, like, I'm on what you on.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? So when I went in, I did have that, like, they didn't know what 600 was. So when I went in jail, and where you from 600? Hey, you mean 300? We never heard of that before. You know what I'm saying? Because people really never heard of 600 yet at the time. So then when 600 names start getting, oh, yeah, ain't you just from the block? Yeah, now y'all know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm one of the first people that went in there from off my block with the 600 stamp on it. And they didn't even know what it was in jail. So I had people that was in there like, oh, man, he from where I'm from. People from A-Hay. You know what I'm saying? They know it's like, man, he from where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? That's when I was short. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know what 600 was.
Because it was Brick City.
It was Brick City.
But originally, right?
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was Brick City, yeah. Me personally, I tell people all the time, because on this platform, man, we big on prison reform, right? We big on rehabilitation and becoming better. I know sometimes it be sounding crazy, but I tell people all the time, like, prison was probably one of the best things that ever happened to me. I believe if I wouldn't have went to prison, I'd have died.
I said that too.
I'd been dead. Because I was all in.
Wow, yeah, exactly.
I was all in, and I ain't understand what humility was. I ain't care about I ain't humble nothing. I got this strap, and this going.
That's what it is.
With whoever right now, I'm ready to crash. Wasn't no brakes in my car. There ain't no brakes. The brake line been cut. Let me know what you want to do. And our prison system, it fails a lot of us, but it also helps a lot of us. But that's if you want the help.
If you want the help. If
you seek it, right? Because the institution itself, the building, sits you down. You can't go nowhere. So if you sitting there, you gonna figure either you gonna do something positive or you gonna find something negative to do, right?
It's easy.
And it's so easy. Both of them are right there.
I feel like it ain't always just prison though, because like you say, like this podcast, like we trying to shine light on, you know, like what make people change, or what light shining in your head, you know what I'm saying, or just came on and made you do different, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna
some
lie.
people ain't been to prison, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but me speaking for me, if I didn't go to jail, I would have stayed on that type of time that I was on, and I probably wouldn't be here. Right. That's just me speaking for myself, because I was wild. You know what I'm saying? My mama would tell you that I was wild, and I probably, like I said, I'll probably be dead, or I'll probably be doing some real time. You know what I'm saying? Longer than the 10 years that I was doing. Because at the time, I had this mind, my little brother D-Thing had got killed, and I had this mind frame that I was going to be next, and I didn't care anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I got set down for a reason.
To piggyback off what you just said, because what you said is real. Everybody ain't gotta go to prison to get it, because S.Dot ain't never been to prison.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Thank God.
So thank God, right? Not that
thank
wood, but I won't. Okay, so it's
Me
so.
personally, I was always one of them saw you like I'm wild too, but I ain't had to touch the stove to see that motherfucker was hot. I had my
You learned
brothers
off
and
other
them
people.
in front of
Other
me who
people,
I look up to.
That's how it's supposed to go.
I call you my brother. I really love you. So with them being in my life and I'm watching them in and out, and some of my brothers pass, and you know we in the streets. I'm like, I'm cool on that shit. I want to go this way. Yeah, like and on top of that, my pops put belt to ass. I get real disciplined, so I already knew since so like, all right, certain shit just ain't gonna go that way. We ain't doing that, so I just never had to play them. You know.
So outside of the guys and pops, right? What else do you say help keep you out of prison? What? And this for the viewers, this for the youth, this for the young niggas that's watching. They want to be able to stay out the way, because it's like, believe it or not, a lot of people probably surprised, like that ain't never been. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be surprised.
Look, what keep you out since once you found you something to do. Kept me out there. I found me something to do. Like I'll be in the hood when I'm doing music still. Like I ain't just around this bitch just. Find you something you like to do and do it. That's gonna keep you out a lot of shit.
Whatever it is.
On top of that, I had my first son when I was 16. That just put something in me too. Like, yeah, I gotta do this shit. I was just focused on what I want to do in life, other than being in the streets. Cause I didn't see too many fall to this shit. It's just like, once you see a repeated cycle, you don't want to do that shit. So I got too many motherfuckers in my life, you know, try to keep me afloat from I ain't gotta go that route. I done seen this shit go on too much to even do stupid shit like that. Why would I put myself in that position? I know how this shit gonna end. You know?
My goof ass was the complete opposite. When I went in, I had 2 kids already and 2 on the way. That shit ain't slow me down.
Damn! It was a jackrabbit.
You know Yaya.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out Yaya.
Yeah, Yaya.
What's up, sis?
We had 2 kids already, then I had 2 different females pregnant who gave birth to those kids while I was doing my 10 years.
But your children are a blessing, super blessing. Yeah. But we got to be there for them. Yeah. We have to be present, man. One thing about me, I'm one of them guys where you can't even hang with me if you ain't a dad, like a real dad. Like if you got kids, you ain't taking care of. Like you can't even. I'm cool on you, right? Because if you ain't loyal to them, shit.
That's everything. They ain't actually be in this shit.
No, for real stuff. I do know that folks. I know you personally. I know you're an active father. You're a great father.
Oh, yeah,
keep doing your thing on that.
Sure.
I'm proud of you for that. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? But without further ado, we always take a shot break. Because it's shot o'clock. It's shot o'clock. Can we do it? Can we do it one time?
Cash, but they getting
Do it for the dad. Do it for the vibe. I ain't gonna do it.
He got a big.
You know what I'm saying? We like to keep the mood, mood loose and comfortable, and we chilling with some. Hey man, we got a lot to do. I ain't even tell y'all all the things that we gonna do today, but we gonna kick it though, man. We gonna kick it. So speaking, because I just heard you slightly speak on your little brother D-Thang. Can you tell us a little bit about, because people don't know the history of D-Thang and 600, and a lot of people don't know that full history, like, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the foundation of this, right? Like when it comes to foundations, if you can speak on a little bit of it.
I can speak on it. I'm gonna be always 600 with you. It's like this, man.
Don't let D-Thang.
Don't let D-Thang, man, 3 times.
3 times.
Only 3 times, man.
Brother.
I'm gonna be all real with you, cause I'm here to tell my little brother's story. When he came up with the 600, like he just spoke on, like you just spoke on, Brick City, you know what I'm saying, 59 King Drive, he came up with the 600 thing. It was really to like a branch off, you know what I'm saying. So we in the crib, some things had transpired, which made certain individuals feel some type of way. And so we in the crib, and we have not, this is my brother, so we having our own personal talks. So he came up with the 600 name, I came up with the gun line name. So the 600 gun line was me and my little brother on some real shit. We was branching off from the six. I mean from Brick City.
Yeah.
For our own personal reasons. So they on 59th and we start hanging on 60th. So little bro he's just taking it to another level. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody know nothing about us. So he didn't want to be known for we on the Brick City Act. We started our own thing. So he started wild boy.
Don't know. Make him know.
He started being a wild boy, you know what I'm saying? He was getting wild, you know what I'm saying? You know, with me being older than him, people always be like, talk to your little brother because he trying to be like you. And I used to always tell motherfucker like,
I wasn't that wild.
you know what I'm saying? I ain't doing it.
Like, what he doing?
I'm trying to go how to talk to him. Like, nah, man. You know what I'm saying? So they don't even know like he doing shit that I wouldn't. Because you know they used to always think I was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Wild out here. You know that's a different type of level of wild. The stuff that I wouldn't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we ended up losing him early on in the flick, and like I said, that fucked me up. Like I lost it fast. I didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? What happened? Yeah. But yeah, long live my little brother. That's the backstory of him as far as him coming up with the 600 brand.
So when it comes to, people don't understand, when it comes to this 600 thing, you really one of the real, you know?
Yeah, like if you really look at like Tate 600, like he'll speak on like when it came to like, cause they probably like what, 13? Yeah. Like 12, 13 at a time, you know what I'm saying? So you listen to Tate interviews, he always speak
shout
on.
out Tate, man.
Yeah, shout out Tate. He always speak on like, man, Trigga was one of the, he was like our big homie, he was like one of the, we was at this age and bro probably like 17, 8, you know what I'm saying, with us, because like when it comes to the gun line thing, people might think this, like if you look at 09, 08, 10, you gonna see me like this little as hell. You know what I'm saying? But I went in and did 10 years. So 600 took off without gun line because I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So this gun line, it's nothing new. It's something that I was doing back then. Yeah, it's something I've been doing.
Okay. I was sure that shit been.
Yeah.
Pioneers. Yeah. Just pioneers of the culture overall, bro. I just feel like of the culture. We want to take it though and make it into something.
It's a brand.
A brand.
A brand, yeah.
Let's let this be. Reflect on the record right now. This is not a game.
It's a brand.
It's not no game.
I said this when I was out of the trenches. Right? It's not like when you could use the gun line like my name Trigga. I'm trying to make it into a brand. I ain't gotta be like Trigga like I'm on trigonometry. I can talk about mathematics. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a brand now. It ain't got nothing to do with being on some street gangster stuff. Yeah.
We got elevated thinking.
Yeah.
Making labels, man. We making clothing, man. We making merchandise, man. We making promotion companies, man. This is what it is, man.
Yes.
Don't box us in, cause we too big for boxes, man. Yeah. Please stop boxing us in some type of organization. That's not what we doing, right? We branding. The same thing these people like the venue we in is a construction. The same way they're a construction company and they're branded, we doing the same thing.
Same thing.
The same things, right? And that's what I want to teach the youth.
It's not in the negative light. It's a brand like this came from back then into now. You know what I'm saying? Like the 600 name is still going.
Absolutely.
To this day. So like right now, it's like we just a brand.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We just a brand.
Absolutely.
So do y'all feel like with y'all being pioneers of the drill culture or whatever have y'all see it? Do y'all feel like you said it's you bringing out positive right now, negative? So I'm looking at it like with the shorties nowadays, the young niggas, the YNs, whatever they call it, do y'all feel like y'all unintentionally came out with the drill culture not knowing if it was gonna push positive or negative? Y'all didn't really care at the time, or y'all was just doing it like y'all
I don't think we gave a fuck at the time. But shit, to see the influence, this shit crazy, but at the time, we was just having fun and making music, man.
Right.
Motherfucker ain't know half this shit was gonna transpire. That's why.
Right.
That's what make us who we are. That's why we stand on that pioneer, cause we ain't see none of this shit come, but who started it, we was there. Like, it's documented. This shit facts.
I was there with them in the beginning, and I wouldn't have thought that it'll go this far.
Come when it came.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I was one of the people that's in the background where bro doing their music. Like I'm in old videos and stuff like that.
Now you like, I'm one of them shorties who brought cameras and shit to the hood.
Yeah.
Bro, them don't do cameras and shit. I was playing with that shit and I burned that shit around and bro, some of the guys were like, well, don't put me on that shit, bro. Just came over drill. That's how years of this shit.
But now they
man, look, we finna start shooting videos and showing the world what the fuck we got going on right here. And we started doing that shit and that shit took over the world. And everybody want to mimic that and put 100 niggas in their videos, guns. That's really what we doing.
Exactly. And now you got people that really know entertainment and not really streets, but they mixing it and making it look real. Like, oh, we really do this, but really not even about that.
Exactly. It was authentic. It was.
But them the ones
what
that
we
take
did.
off.
Them
the ones that take off.
But see,
Them the
this
ones
the
that take
thing.
off.
You gotta learn how to maneuver that. When it comes to us, that's why we gotta educate ourselves on how to maneuver it. And
like you just said,
when it comes to the point where we business, man, we gotta take. Cause listen, let me tell you something, man. We come from that, but it gotta get to a point where it's like, I come from that, but I gotta stop that because I'm using this in broadcasting.
But
you can't be doing.
do you feel like that comes with selling your soul in a way though? Because if you authentic, you real, and then like you gotta change who you is for entertainment purposes.
Change. There's only two things in life that's guaranteed. That's change and death. You gotta change. You have to change every time. Bro, every man in life has to come to a point where they change. Again, we can't do the same shit forever.
You can't.
Like I just turned. I'm probably younger than I just turned 30, and I feel me changing. Like I don't even want. I don't give a fuck to even make that. But that's what the people love me for.
Embrace that.
You know, but that's what I'm saying.
Embrace
like,
that. That's part of
I just feel like if you ain't changed, something ain't right.
You're not
like,
elevating.
That should nobody be the same.
You're not elevating.
Hey, no, I'm doing something funny because you know I got kids and you know I sit down and watch movies with them with my girl, and the movie Shrek.
Yeah.
It's something I've never seen because you know we weren't in the house by the TV growing up. So I watched Shrek 1. I seen everybody scared of and all this, and then you get on later on into the other Shreks. He become a family man.
He's a that's real.
I ain't talking about girl like that. That's how I feel.
He never just knew Shrek. We Shrek, bro. We're Shrek.
That's just Trigga.
That's reality. But that's how it works, right? If the world is scared of you forever, let me tell you something right now, bro. You ain't gonna last long, first and foremost, right?
Yeah.
People exterminate what they fear, right? One way or another. And that's just reality, right? The world isn't ready for our nature. The world is not really prepared. I'm talking about the real world, the real society. I ain't talking about our world because understand our world is such a small percentage to society. We think the hood is everything when we growing up in the hood because all we know is the hood. But when you get older and you go to different places, you know, I'm sure we all have been to different places. We see that the way we live, the way we think, is such a small percentage in the real society, folks. When we was doing our thing back in 2015, 2016, bro, we'll go out of town, right? We'll go out of town and we'll go meet with these celebrities and these A&Rs and stuff like that. And we'll be going out to lunch and stuff with certain celebrities. And, you know, I'm making sure I got pipe there where I go. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here, I'm feeling uncomfortable. And some of my rich friends, they'll be like, man, what's wrong? I'll be like, man, I don't feel right. I ain't got the pipe. They're like, a gun? What do you need a gun for? And I'm like, nigga, you don't got a gun?
I know this what we.
That made me realize, like, bro, we the only ones that think like this.
We fried, for real.
We fried!
And
And that's part of the mental health issues that we face in our society that a lot of us don't acknowledge. We don't even know how to identify it. We think the madness that we live in and the chaos that we live in is normal.
It's normal. It's not.
That's mental. That's a mental health disability.
Yes, that's like when it comes to death.
It could be that, or it could be a.
It's a point where some people be having no type of pain.
They
don't have no type of pain when it comes to death.
That's the thing. We done adapted to a chaotic environment.
Okay.
So it's like we done literally took PTSD and made it normal. Our trauma, we done made it normal. Right? That's mental. That's a mental health issue without us even realizing. We got to get to the point where we're able to start identifying this though. We don't even know how to identify it for real because it's just so normal to us. We done seen folk them go through this before us. You know what I'm saying? Folk them before them went through it. Like it's normal. People die and we just be like, damn, folk, they just keep going. Hey, man, that ain't normal.
It ain't normal.
That really ain't normal.
It's
But
not
we done made it
normal.
normal because that's all we know. And we see so much of it is we done normalize it. We need help, right? Our community, we need a big ass hug, boy. If I could just wrap my hands around the whole hood, bro, because it's like we really effed up. We really scarred mentally though. Like, and this what scared me. I don't know about y'all, because we grew up in the trenches, right? But it's like I don't want to translate that to my shorties. I got a baby girl. She don't deserve that. She deserved to grow up with no trauma and a normal. So it's like
soft life.
How we change that to not translate to that to them because our trauma will translate to them.
You will.
All you can do is what motherfuckers say when it comes to the kid. You gotta leave your city.
You gotta leave.
You can't leave the city. Yeah, because I got teenagers right now that I'm raising.
All you do is go, bro.
And I don't want them to experience or see the things that I did and experience growing up. So with me, like I tell them all the time, with me going through what I've been through already, I'm here to tell you what you don't need to be doing, or what you don't want to see, or what you don't want to go through. You know what I'm saying? But right now we in the era where you got the internet and stuff like that, so they portraying that. And even with me being their daddy, you know what I'm saying? The stuff that they hear, that's on the internet about me, you know what I'm saying? This is the things that they feel like that they need to do and be, and because this is what they see. And this ain't what I want for y'all, so I deal with that all the time.
And do you feel like that? Do you feel like when you talking to your kids, do you feel like that, like how we was growing up, it going one after the other?
It going one after the other, but the thing is that I always tell them that, okay, starting off, it's like a survival thing. You know what I'm saying? Kill or be killed. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not in the streets, y'all not from off nobody's block. Me, Damo, all of them thing, we was in a building. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't none of these new 2000 kids know nothing about no projects.
No.
They don't know nothing about no struggle really, because they parents that been through it try to make sure that they didn't see what they seen.
We work hard to make sure they don't know about it.
They done built like it's a new generation. Look, think about it. They done built this bitch kind of fake.
So it's
different. Like it was back.
That's
when
what I'm
we
saying.
started.
So it's different from our survival and the kids really. Cause they really like it's some kids out here going through what they're going through, but a lot of these kids don't really have to survive because your parents got you. At the time, our parents, you know what I'm saying, mom got to go to work, you know what I'm saying, we stay in the project, she got to keep the lights on, you know what I'm saying, you really raising yourself. Right now, it's not really like that. So you can't sit up and tell me that it's the same struggle. It's not. You know what I'm saying? My kids can't tell me they're going through the same struggle that I went through because it's not. We make sure y'all straight.
But do you think they got? My bad, go ahead, brother.
But do you think, as far as we making sure our kids straight, do you think that's hindering them? Because I feel like, well, how I feel about it is like, no matter how much we've been over backwards with our kids, I feel like it's making
It's
that's
never
like
enough.
a rich
It's
person
never
with
enough.
they kids.
And they be like, man,
they grow up worse. Like,
yeah, and I was having a conversation with my manager about that because we were speaking on black and white, and not to try to make it about that, but it's like us as black people, and we've been through what we've been through. We tried to do all this for our kids with less money, but spending more money. And the whites, they make more money and got more money and spending less money. You know what I'm saying? So I get what you saying, but it's like we don't want our kids to see what we saw or feel like that they got less than what the next kid got when they, you know what I'm saying, in schools and all this stuff. And like I say, the internet play a big part in that.
for sure.
Do you think they need to taste a little bit of it sometimes though? Because sometimes I be wanting to drop my son in the middle of the hood and just leave him for a few hours.
Hey,
You know
what I did to my kids the other day?
What's that?
I made my kids eat. I told them, like, man, it's a privilege. Like, I can feed you, but I ain't got to give you what you want.
No.
What you want to eat today? Bread and crackers and water. So y'all want to keep fucking with me. Bread, crackers, and water, me.
Hey, don't get DCFS. I feel don't have DCFS. Hey, DCFS. I do not promote that.
Them kids in there crying, me.
I do not promote that. Listen, I don't promote that.
Bread, crackers,
He
and water.
said bread, crackers, and water.
Yes, bread, crackers, and water.
You come
Bread, crackers, and water. These are things Did I have this host? So I'm finna give y'all a day of this.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all can see like what y'all out here doing, y'all don't have to do.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I let them experience that for a day.
They
You
are
know,
privileged. Our children
They
are
was in
super
there
privileged.
crying. They was in the room crying.
Man, these little motherfuckers be fresh as hell.
Yeah,
Head to toe.
Head to toe.
Yeah, I can tell you.
Man, my son, that's all he knows is designer.
They
All I
look
know
like
that's all he knows is designer. All my
They
boys
look
know
like-
is designer. Man, and I'll be like, listen, man, you know what? And this that kills me, right? My kids from the burbs, and they, you know, I'm proud of it. You know, I tell them all the time, y'all should be proud of that, right? They like my son. He got this thing where the internet is a mug, man. So they watch the NBA young boys and the King Vrongs, and you know what I'm saying. They want to be YNs. They want to be. I say you want to be YN, huh? See, look, every time he walk back, my son know at my house you can't wear the shiesty in my house.
Yeah.
Outside, but in the house, I don't want. Every time I see it, I snatch it out of his head and rip it up. Because I don't want you to get used to this, bro. Mm-hmm. Because I don't want them mistaking you for somebody you're not out there. I know how they view you when you got this on. I know what this means to people when they see it from a distance.
Just off this alone.
Just off that alone.
No,
and then you got that on.
Exactly.
It's like, son, why?
Yeah.
But you want to know what's crazy? This what gave me pause, right? Because I was thinking about it. Like, damn. I done turned to my parents because they used to say the same thing about the do-rags when I used to wear. My mom used to hate me wearing do-rags. Stop wearing that damn rag in my house. Right? Stop wearing that rag in my house. You know, we used to have the do-rags with the fitted over it. Like,
That was our era,
that was our shiesty. That was our
era, though. But we had the half a face mask.
We had the half face
We had the half a face
I was
mask.
big on the do-rag. They used to snatch it off my head all the time. Take the damn do-rag. Oh, this is my waves. Ain't no damn waves. Take this. So it's like, I'm like, look, I'm gonna drop you in the middle of the hood for like 12 hours. Let me see. You know what I told her? I said, I'm gonna take you to O Block. You wanna go to O Block?
Go park in the
Hell no. He said, hey, E-Dog, I'm bringing my son over there for y'all. With y'all. Hey, E-Dog, I'm about to bring son for about 6 hours for me, folks. I need you to babysit folks about 6 hours. Folks, on the phone, I'm great. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, they don't understand how privileged they is. But I am proud of our generation, parents in our generation, because it was a study that we have more active fathers.
Yeah, we do.
Right?
Yeah.
60% more than the last generation.
Yeah,
You know
no,
why?
that's
Because all this, it wasn't Facebook and shit back in the day.
Yeah.
Niggas would have been getting bashed for being deadbeats back in the day.
But
Stepping up.
See, no, what I'm thinking is,
They stepping up. Niggas don't want their hands
So make a kid and tell. Fuck them kids. Nowadays,
They know they gonna drag you on Facebook. They gonna have you on the deadbeat page. It's a real page. Deadbeats in Chicago.
what I'm thinking is because some of us know how I feel without the father being present.
for sure.
So it's like if I know how I feel,
Why put my
shorty
seat?
in that situation?
And that's real.
You know what I'm saying?
Because the last generation was the generation where they took our fathers,
yeah.
right? Where they did the sweeps.
Yeah.
Where the feds came through and, you know what I'm saying, with the Ricos and so that's when we really lost a lot of our fathers.
Yeah.
The crack era, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we knew how that felt, right? And it's like, I applaud all the active fathers out there that's doing better for these children.
Yeah, for sure. Because
This generation,
we doing
right?
our thing. I see it. Even,
we doing our
I
thing,
even make
though.
jokes about when I see the kids eating the seafood platters and stuff. Man, your ass gonna get some pork beans and hot dogs. You know what I'm saying? Growing up in the night, in our era. You know what I'm saying?
real,
you know what I'm saying? Kids getting the seafood platters and they go to these restaurants and the parents make sure they good for the birthdays and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like that mean a lot.
No, it does. It does.
do.
It does. Because, you know, like back then, those were privileges with us. What? Old country buffet? We going to old country buffet?
Cherish that shit.
What? I used to go get my freshest fit.
Even shoes, now that you buying kids shoes and shit, like when I was growing up, like I get a pair of shoes today, I probably won't get a pair of shoes for another like 2-3 months. You know what I'm saying?
for some months.
My mama said to me, now that I've been grown, like I think that you going through this. I think you going through this mic phase because I couldn't get it for you growing up. You know that salute.
That's real though. That's real though.
I'm the type of nigga, even though I had both my parents, but they'll split, they'll separate for years and come back. Like I done went 3-4 years without pops, he end up back with OG type shit. But all that shit kind of, you be like, okay, I want to do something different with my son. Because you know them times when he won that and that shit made you, like, you know, I want to be there for mine. Like, you know, that shit just make you want to move different if you been through it already, you feel me?
Yeah, another thing about me, I care about how my kids view me.
Yeah, that's
there you go.
right there.
Yeah, I care how
there
they
you go.
view me.
That's before everything. You want to be.
I care how they view me.
Yeah.
I care what they say about me when I'm not there, right? I care about, man, do they look at me and be like, man, I know I got my dad. Like, you know, no matter if I ain't got nobody else, I got dad, right? Or my dad ain't nothing. My dad
You
trying.
supposed to be the example of a man, or what a man look like. You know?
But another thing is, like you like how you spoke on you, like we just spoke on you never been in, so that's another thing that played a part with me as well. When I deal with my kids, I played a big part of that. Like it's a big gap.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I make sure that when they need me, I'm
there as much as possible.
You know, my older son, he's lived with me. You know what I'm saying? And anytime that they need me, and I feel like at times I feel like they take a little advantage of that because I feel like they know.
That's what kids
You know what I'm
do.
saying? That pops.
You give them an inch, they gonna take that man.
Yeah,
They gonna.
but I still try to. Sometimes I check it at times, but it's like at certain times I still tell myself like, this is something. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just deal
Let me
with
get it.
Yeah,
I got it. Ah,
you know what I'm saying?
you got it this time.
You got it.
Yeah.
So, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Side note, your daughter, it's like she just took your face off of your face. I seen her, bro, on the day. I say, no, what the hell?
Yeah. She rapping now.
And she rapping. Shout her out. Get her her social media handles, all that.
I'm Big Thought. That's her social media. I'm Big Thought. When I first heard the name, that's supposed to be her rap name. So when I'm like, what you mean you Big Thought? You know what I'm saying?
Keep going, baby girl. Hey, Uncle Samo Supreme. Uncle E won't promote. I don't know about the Big Thought. But Uncle E won't promote. Keep going.
For some reason, she won't get. I be telling her, I gotta pay you to get on a song or something. She won't get on a song with me.
Cause you wanna why she probably wanna get on a song with you? Cause she don't wanna say what she wanna say on the song with you. She knows she probably can't say what she really wanna say.
She be talking about shit.
And she be popular. I listen to her mama send me a track, and I'm like, oh no, she got it.
Yeah.
Man, we gonna have to get her up here.
Get up.
We gonna have to your next interview. You bring her.
Okay, let's do it.
You old. You from 1940.
She was not.
1940s.
Damn, put me on the track.
No, for real. Okay, so I want to pivot right before we end this segment because we about to wrap this segment up. But I want to pivot before. It's very vital that we talk about this right here. I know y'all both. And this is for both of y'all. Y'all have been seeing the whole pushing peace movement, unity movement, the positivity movement. I want to know y'all candid thoughts, and I'm talking about we bearing all, we raw here.
Let's do it.
I want to know how y'all really feel about that. Do y'all feel it's genuine? Do y'all feel it's possible to happen? Or do y'all feel like we too far gone? Or do y'all feel like a lot of people that's doing is just doing it for clout? Speak on just the peace movement in Chicago.
Oh shit, me, I'm all for it. Like I like what they got going and shit with me. I don't feel like I don't got no real huge input on it because I wasn't a part of disturbing the peace. Like shit, I don't diss out my ops, none of that shit. Like we always kept it in the streets. Well, I always did. Like you know, on my end, my hood, we know us. Like I ain't.
But speaking outside
But
of
as far as what the city got going on, there's been a lot of people down and shit behind music and a lot of bullshit. So yeah, of course I want to see motherfuckers come together. I go back to what I was saying, like the down south, they stick together. We can do some shit, motherfuckers. We ain't gotta like y'all ain't gotta like us. We ain't gotta diss each other. Y'all stay over there, you stay over here. When it's time to get some money, we can all come together.
Okay, so this is the thing right here with that, right? And this is I'm gonna call y'all out publicly in front of the cameras, right? And this is why. I feel like, bro, we got a responsibility, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because your face, your name, and your voice is so influential. The kids are lost and they need a guide. They need a GPS system. And you hold that. You are the GPS system because the kids chase clout. They chase names. They chase influence. We hold that. That's us. So if we don't guide them in the direction that they're supposed to be guided and they end up crashing, whose fault is it?
You take blame for that.
We gotta be accountable and take blame. Because now we sat and talked early on the segment so much about the drill culture that we cultivated, we started, right? Mm-hmm. We know what the drill culture did, Doc.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We know what it did.
Yeah.
Let's be for real.
Yeah.
The time is now, though, for us to right our wrongs. Mm-hmm. Hey, I ain't telling nobody to be Farrakhan out here, right? I ain't telling nobody to be Reverend Meeks. But whatever that you hold in your power that you can help, even if it's a few words of wisdom, even if it's just to grab a few of the little guys from the neighborhood and, hey, check it out, man, we ain't on that, man. Mm-hmm. We on this. Mm-hmm. Even if it's a situation where you could just pick a few of them up and go link them up with some of the other, hey, I got somebody I want y'all to go holler at. Look, this, I go Golden Child, man. He got a unity movement going on, man. Y'all go rock with him this weekend. Shout out GC, man. Shout out Golden Child. It's my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wanted to speak on that because, you know, when it comes to the unity movement and Golden Child, you know, I'm really a part of that.
Absolutely. We both a part of that for sure.
Yeah, because, you know, we done been in the rooms together.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, like how we speak on, you know, saying Dot and them being the pioneers of the drill movement, right now I feel like it's bigger than just them because you got the Q50s and all them out here, Bloodhounds, you know what I'm saying? They got more of an influence when it comes to the shorties right now.
But who influences them, brother?
We could say that they do.
That's what.
But
you better believe
they do. But what I'm saying is, shorty them, they go right now. That's just like how we could say that the Q50s and all that, they influence them. Right now, shorty them influencing them. You know what I'm saying? So we come out here because, like I said, I do activism work. You know what I'm saying? So we come out here and say this is what we doing, but we got another different type of influence over shorty them right now.
Yeah, no.
And like I said, I got teenage kids. Mm-hmm. So I sit in, I know what they watching.
Yeah.
Because I'm in there with them, and this is what they watching.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a chain of command.
It's a chain of command.
It's a chain of command, right? Okay, so and it's a skip in a generation. It's our generation, it's Lil Bro them generation, and it's the generation after them.
Mm-hmm.
But
that middle generation is a disconnect.
It's a disconnect.
In that middle, because we trying to reach that generation after them.
But
we can't forget this middle generation too.
Yeah, that's the main thing right there. That middle
We gotta connect with them, and let me tell you something. We got so much influence over them that we don't even realize. They just don't want to look at no goofies.
Yeah.
They don't. Shouting them smart, man. I done heard Q50 say some things that made so much sense, right? Man, I don't want to look after no grown ass goofy. I ain't trying to look up to no grown goofy, right? It gotta come to a point where we gotta stop being goofy. We gotta stand on the shit that we preaching. Mm-hmm. They see us talking one thing, but then doing another thing. That's goofy to them.
I was just finna get into
That's
that.
goofy to them. They honoring you.
I was just finna get into that.
You can't be talking, but listen, if you talking this and you really standing on it and you making it make sense to them, man, word to the Most High, man. Hey, them boys gonna respect it.
Yeah.
Because they know the belt was real when it was time for the belt. They know we the ones. We the ones, man.
Yeah.
But you can't be acting like you this, but then you doing this.
Yeah.
And you gotta make it make sense to me. That's all them shorties want. Y'all gotta make it make sense to them. We gotta make it, and we're not making it make sense because a lot of us still be straddling the fence. A lot of us don't got our brain right yet. We don't really know where we going with it. We loosey-goosey still. Mm-hmm. We can't be out here loose as hell. You can't be promoting something, pushing something, but then you get on the internet and get to tweaking and doing it, and it's not as like, man, you front your shit, dude. Mm-hmm. Watch out. Mm-hmm. You think Shawty don't want to look up to some niggas that's still gang banging at 50?
Yeah, exactly.
Sure. They don't honor that, but they want you to come into your big dog existence. They want to see that real big dog shit. Yeah. They respect power. Yeah. They respect strength, but your strength don't mean crashing out.
Yeah.
So I feel like we, as a whole, right, our generation, we got a job to do, gang.
We do.
And it starts with us, though.
We do.
We got to get our shit together, folks.
That's why I'm with that unity movement. It's just, even with, like, what Benny Siegel said, your handshake don't match your smile.
Handshake don't match your smile.
You will have people coming and like, man, this is what I'm on. But then when they go back to where they at, this is what they own. They own a totally different time. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to Golden Child, I respect him. That's my boy.
Because he genuine.
But don't use his platform
for your
for your
nonsense.
own, personal. You know what I'm saying? Like your nonsense. Like don't come in his.
Make sure it's genuine.
Make sure it's genuine.
Make sure it's, and that's the problem that I have.
Don't use it genuine.
Because I know a lot of people that ain't genuine. People look at me and be like, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. I know for a fact when I first started this journey, a lot of people probably looked at me like, you won't cap it.
Yeah.
He just doing that for the cameras.
Yeah.
Hey, I could tell you a story. After these cameras go off, I'm gonna tell you a story that's gonna blow your mind of how serious and how genuine I am in this journey, in this path.
Mm-hmm.
Right? There's some things that just transpire. It's gonna mess you. You're gonna be like, nah, you for real.
For sure.
Folks, at the end of the day, we gotta sacrifice ourselves sometimes. I got to the point where I was willing to sacrifice myself. And whatever happens, happens. This how I'm coming on. You know how many people turn their backs on me when I started this journey? They like, man, you tweaking. That ain't what we on. We on this.
Like, fuck.
Yes.
And that's exactly what I told him. I said, all right. When you go that way, I go my way. Because at the end of the day, I'm still a man. The gorilla is still in me. That ain't never going nowhere. Make is never going nowhere. You get too close, your ass gonna learn. But I ain't on that. I'm gonna always protect myself. I'm gonna protect my family. I'm gonna protect my children. Right? But I ain't looking for that. I'm trying to change something.
Exactly.
A little bit at a time.
Exactly.
And I know it's real brothers like y'all that feel themselves, folks, I don't be these folks. Ain't nobody trying to keep doing this shit forever, bro.
Yeah, nah.
Ain't nobody trying. Who want to dodge bullets forever?
Nobody.
What real nigga likes dodging bullets?
Nobody.
Everywhere I go, I gotta be like this.
It's clown shit.
I'm walking around with a felony. I'm walking around with a Fed charge everywhere. That shit ain't fun. It's a misconception to the world that this is fun, that this is what it is. Hey man, that shit ain't fun. I'm tired of it. I don't know about nobody else.
That shit
Me
fun.
personally,
You ain't gotta pay no bills, take care of no kids. I ain't got nothing to do. That's why we gotta get them something to
when
do.
them people put you away for 10 years and that family out there fending for themselves, struggling, you think that shit fun, bro?
Nah.
I don't know about nobody else, but my whole family depend on me.
Man.
Not half, not quarter. I'm talking about my whole family.
Family
I got
friends.
aunties I ain't talked to in I don't know how long to be. Well, nephew, I just I need a. They all depend on me, gang.
Yeah.
That's a man. And I stand on that with all 10 toes. I give it happily, gladly. I can't risk being sitting in nobody's cell for no 10 years, man.
Nah.
All for what? To prove a point to these goofies?
Yeah.
We gotta get we gotta get to the point where we translating that to that middle generation properly. Like, hey, look, bro, I did that already. I don't blame you for what you're doing right now, because I went through it too. But I need you to start looking in the future. Start changing that perspective a little bit, because on Mankey, you're gonna crash. You gonna crash.
Eventually, yeah.
Eventually, you gonna crash.
I'm saying, you think it took like, as you got older, for you to be like, I want to change. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, because the people that was, let me tell you why though. Let me tell you why. Because we ain't had nobody telling us the shit that I'm talking about telling.
We didn't though. Nah.
Because all the guys was gone.
Yeah.
And the ones that was left was fake
misleading.
goofy.
Yeah, and they was misleading.
They was goofies.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, when we was shorty, we just used to think every niggas was goofies too, just cause they trying to tell us the right shit. We was
We ain't had no big guys.
that just was our mentality. Like,
But let's think of how many of the, okay, so that's why it's like, you wanna know why we used to look at them as goofies? Let's be honest though, folks. Because they wasn't on shit.
Yeah.
Right, that's why.
Four of them wasn't on shit for real. Four of them ain't had no paper. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't calling no shots. They ain't had no. I'm talking about if it was them niggas that we respected, that was sliding them 9/8 with them choppers on it and the colors, the drop top was telling us, hey, shawty, check it out. Hey man, we ain't on that. We finna go get some paper. Hop in with me. Let's take a ride. Man, we'd be like, man, folks. You would be asking like, folks, how you get like this? Like, look, this how I got like this. Not what that shit you trying to do.
But
You trying to crash out.
We didn't have that though.
We didn't have that.
We didn't have that. None of that. Like,
But we are in a position to be that.
yeah.
So why we not
all
taking that
are,
advantage?
actually. I don't know why, but
Why we not taking advantage of?
I don't know.
Folks, you don't think they see you Trigga with diamonds hidden, sliding, looking good, smelling good. You got the, your paper. You're doing. They looking at you like, man, I fuck with folks. They look up to you.
Yeah, for sure.
They looking up to you. You don't think your words matter?
So that's the
I mean,
thing.
I ain't gonna lie. No, not to. I'm still. You know what I'm saying? For them, like, you be too humble.
You underestimate yourself.
Yeah, that's what they say.
You underestimate yourself. You're not giving yourself enough credit, sir.
Yeah, I get that all the time. He always tell me that.
You're not giving yourself enough credit, sir. You don't even realize the power that you wield.
Yeah.
Same as you, Dot. I just sat here right in front of everybody and told you I was a fan before you was my homie.
Yeah.
Sure.
You don't even understand your power.
Yeah, I get told that all the time.
I'm too humble sometimes. Shit, that's
Ain't
it.
nothing wrong with that though. Ain't nothing wrong with being humble though.
That's Mr. Humble over there.
Yeah, it ain't nothing wrong with being humble, man.
I be telling them all the time, dude, you get in.
I be feeling like I could pop him over. I be that's just
Yeah,
my character.
like you said,
That's my character.
But we cannot relax in this generation. Because if we relax, folks, I swear to God, bro, the world is gonna go extinct.
Start relaxing.
We can't relax, folks. We gotta get hands on, bro.
For real.
We gotta get hands on.
That's
Shout
what it
it.
is, right there.
The world is about to end if we don't get hands on, folks. Like, I don't think y'all. Hey, that's not a time.
You know why he not lying, bro? Because
That's not a time to
this is like
relax.
with the drill culture shit, like how y'all didn't know where it was going to shape or what it was
Nah,
going to
for
form.
real,
Like
for
that's
real.
how you right there, bro.
Look at what we up against.
Put our feet down,
Folks,
bro.
what we up against, folks? We up against social media, folks.
Yeah.
Man, we up against the program.
We up against the program. We up against poisonous foods. We up against poisonous content. We're up against, we up against some stuff, man.
Yeah, and ain't nothing bigger than the program. We literally have to.
So we got to make our own program.
Exactly.
We have to reprogram the program. Who's gonna be we the scientists?
Scientists, yeah.
We the biologists.
Biologists, yeah.
There you go.
We the
right there.
carpenters. We the we us. We gotta build the infrastructure over.
Exactly.
Yeah, you talking that shit.
Boy, it's up to y'all, boy. I'm telling, put this on y'all brain, on y'all hearts. Everybody that come on this platform gonna get this work.
No, bro, I need that too.
Y'all gonna get this work. We need y'all. I need y'all, gang. I ain't invite y'all out here just to kick it. I'm about to give y'all what y'all need to. Hey, it's up to us, bro, or the world is gonna end.
Because back in the days, it was about, like with us, you had to have some money to even tell us.
And we got the money, gang.
Nowadays, though, money don't mean nothing. Because these young niggas making just as much money as you is. Like, they don't care about that no more. So it got to be something else that we have to implement, folks. Like,
We have to use our influence. We have to use our camaraderie. We have to use our brotherhood, right? We have to use our talent. We got to use our intellect. We got to use everything that God gave us, bro. And He gave us so much. We just underestimate ourselves. But I appreciate y'all for being with us on this segment. We're gonna go over to the my favorite segment, shot for shot. But before we go, can we get one more shot before we go?
damn.
Hey, I love you, brother, so much, man. I just want y'all to know, man.
I'm shut up, brother, man.
I know, everything. Like, for real, folks. And I want
everything
y'all
for me
to
to be here,
understand
B.
how important and how powerful y'all is. That's the goal, bro, for us to empower each other again, for us to reinvigorate our power, bro, our essence, bro, the essence of a man, of a god, of a king, bro, to reinvigorate that, bro, and to put that back in power, bro. Y'all is the leaders, bro. But to a great segment, man. Salute. Salute. Go! Wrong guy. Wrong guy. Go! Hey, man, welcome once again, man. We here with another beautiful segment. And my favorite segment of the show, Shot for Shot. All right, so I'm going to give y'all the rules of the game for y'all that don't know. The premise of the game is to try to get these guys as drunk as possible. Not me, these guys.
Drunk as possible.
So these are the rules. When it's your turn, you have an opportunity to A, shoot the shot. Either A, I'm gonna ask you a question, and you have the opportunity to answer the question. If you answer the questions, on to the next person. But B, if you choose not to answer the question, you have to take a shot. If you take the shot and you miss, you have to take a shot. But if you take the shot and you make it, everybody else got to take a shot. These questions about to get spicy. They're going to get personal. They're going to get crazy. We not letting up. And I feel like if you don't answer the question, you actually kind of soft. So, we gonna see what y'all on today.
Get us to answer the question.
We gonna see what they are. I believe so. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like I say, man, y'all know this the biggest platform in the world, man. They ain't coming like us, man. Hear me? Let's do it. So the first culprit is Darachi.
Let's do it.
Alright.
You gotta get behind that line.
Get behind the line. No, you see where that blue tape at? Yeah, right there. The one behind you.
Damn, that tape?
Yeah, right there. Alright. First question.
What's the first question?
So, your first question is, name one you low-key would have been cool with if she didn't go left. Now remember, you could just answer it, and you cool, or you could choose not to answer it. You feel like you don't want to answer that question, you can shoot the ball. What you choose?
I don't know. Fuck all the ops. I don't fuck with no ops. What you think, brother, man? What type of question is that? None of they ass. They ass dead.
You got.
I gotta shoot?
He said you gotta shoot.
Oh, they dead. I answered it though.
But you still can shoot.
For us to take shots, if you don't want to shoot, then cool. It just
Let me see if I can get for them fucked up. Hold on.
If you miss, bring a shot.
that's the only thing. You gotta take a shot. If you miss.
Bring him a shot.
Bring a shot.
Fuck it.
Hey, I'm taking
Right. Fuck up.
Myself, fuck it.
Trick. Oh yeah, Trick. Oh yeah, and when you take your shot, you make sure you go to that camera so they see you ain't cheating them people. Make sure they see you ain't cheating them people.
It's all well. I don't do no bapping, man.
And the biggest. Can I feel the ball?
What we doing?
Answer that. Answer that. Tell them that question.
Who's the biggest cap rapper you ever collabed with?
Oh, fuck. Now that's a good one.
And you wanna know what's crazy? I don't even got a lot of collabs.
Nah, bro. Just be honest, bro. If we gonna answer the question, be honest, bro.
Or
Who's the biggest
who's
cap
this how
rapper?
you think you know?
Right.
What you think?
Hey, what the clock at? Cause we only got a certain amount of
Listen,
time.
Hey, listen, I don't feel like I'm just gonna take my shot, gang. Y'all take my shot. Y'all get up out of there. While y'all talking, y'all finna get drunk.
So hey. I done took off work.
Oh, yeah, no way.
Yeah,
That's weird, bro.
Oh, Modi ass act like he's gonna put
That's
us
weird,
bro.
man.
Yeah, I'm finna say that's
I done took off work, shit. I'm here now.
I'll say it's a go.
I'm here now.
1942, man. Shit. Jesus. Okay. Hey, and this is the thing, you put these together, so I really don't like the fact that you.
I literally
So
did put it together.
If you had to pick one, who would you slap? A fake friend, a baby mama, or a rapper who dissed you? Say their name or drink.
What you say?
He about to get drunk. He finna get drunk. He's gonna miss for sure. For sure, he's gonna miss. For sure. Come on. Shot. He ain't answer. He shot. He missed. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Miss ass. Bum. Miss ass. Miss.
Oh, yeah, we all missed.
Darachi.
What we
We
doing?
all took a shot. I don't even care.
Was one song or verse?
What's one song, a verse you dropped that was complete trash, but you still released it, and you gotta say the song?
I ain't got no weak shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, brother.
Yes, sir.
All my shit, he gang.
Take your shot.
Where that shot at? Ray, the biggest.
You gotta shoot.
The biggest. Let's see.
If you shoot, we gotta take a shot.
Hold on. Let me get photo drunk.
He said we
He
gotta
wasn't
take a
behind
shot.
that white tape though. He wasn't behind that tape.
He stepped up. He stepped in. Not trying to cheat, man. You got me behind that blue tape. Behind you right there. Don't move.
run the cameras back, man. Stop that shit, man. Stop playing, man. Run the cameras back, man.
Right there. There you go.
Y'all want me to, all right.
Yeah.
Already.
There we go. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That shot.
Yeah. Trigga, it's on you.
Shake that man hand.
Shake that
Name one rapper, tell him, but everybody still
Name one rapper you know is telling, but everybody still collabing with. Ooh, wee. He already said the name.
Who? I
thought you just said the name.
I said shit.
Oh yeah, no shit.
In Chicago?
Pig.
We gonna open it up. It don't even matter. We gotta be from Chicago anywhere.
Yeah, we know talent. Who the fuck we know talent?
Who?
As a rapper. You know how to say it.
I don't know how nobody tell it openly.
Openly tell it with features. That's crazy.
The Gunna ain't tell, did he?
Oh yeah, on my woman.
Did he tell though? Cause you know big on having that
Gunna really didn't. He kinda sorta not really. Gunna's situation is different.
He did his thing,
didn't
man.
really tell, but he kinda he did what we all signed plea agreements.
Yeah.
But now when that lady got to ask me extra questions,
He said that game though.
he didn't have to answer that.
So is dude still rapping this Tekashi nigga?
Tekashi still rapping, but nobody's featuring him, doing
Ain't
featuring.
nobody featuring?
Ain't nobody fucking with dude.
It's somebody out there.
Bitty.
Akon.
It's somebody that's rapping this.
It's somebody definitely, but you know.
Hey, he made these questions. Go in and out. Fuck it.
No, yeah, I'm just gonna take the shot. I'm gonna take the shot.
Just gonna take the shot.
Cause I wanna answer the question, but I don't know. I thought that was going in. I thought that was going in. I thought that was going in.
I swear to God, everybody know. I know my shot.
I thought that was going in.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I have to shoot, I ain't missing no more shots. Let's do it. Let's do it.
They say, have you ever purposely avoided smoke because you had a show or a big bag lined up?
Have I ever avoided smoke?
Like, don't go to your show?
Hey, listen.
Don't go to your show?
Hey, listen.
Hell no.
We showing up.
Don't go to your show. It's crazy. It's just gonna get blicked up.
Hey, listen. You know we ain't what? We the chimneys.
I ain't gonna lie,
We
we ain't
invented
doing
the
that.
smoke.
Hey,
I've never avoided a show because I was afraid of some type of smoke at all. I'm not the biggest. I'm not the baddest.
I been to something not knowing they was gonna be there.
Hey, listen.
I didn't even know they was there. Until I seen the interview.
We
You know what I'm saying?
coming.
Like,
You
yeah.
feel me? But I'ma still take the shot just because I feel like shooting.
You gonna take a shot if you feel like shooting.
Yeah.
You miss, you know what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to go in. Hold on, redo. Let me get a redo. Let me get a redo though. I wasn't ready because I wasn't on the line. I wasn't on the line.
Okay. If you do a redo, if you miss, you have to take 2 shots.
But if I make it, then y'all gotta take 2
No, we
shots.
taking 1 shot because it was.
It's your redo.
No, it's your redo.
So nah, what you said ain't valid then, bro.
No, you want to redo or what?
I'm gonna do my redo, but it ain't. I ain't gotta take 2 shots.
We trying to get you fucked
2
up.
shots if he missed.
Sit over there. Why you coming here? Go over there.
We should have gave you a reason, G. We should have gave you a reason.
I should come in here. Nah, I told you.
We should have gave you a reason,
Do it with
G.
integrity. Take your shot with integrity in front of the camera. With integrity, man. Come on, man.
Take my shot in front of the camera.
Man,
Don't go
y'all
line.
playing with me, man.
We should have gave you a redo, G.
I only did it because he's the wrong guy.
Hey, that gonna be fucked up.
Hold on, man.
That gonna be. Ooh,
Let's
wee.
get this shit together.
You ever been robbed and kept it quiet? Tell the story or dream.
No. Ain't no story behind that. I ain't never been robbed. So
That's why I had to
I
eat.
never
You never been robbed ever. So nobody ever stole nothing from you or nothing.
Nope.
Stole is not robbing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's different.
It's totally different. Never been robbed forever.
I feel like if you don't take that shot, you saw.
Robbie is taking a nigga
So
down.
y'all can take shots.
You know,
That's what I'm gonna do.
He finna miss. Watch this. And they gonna get good. Get good. Come on. Get good. Go and get good. Take your shot with integrity, man, in front of the camera. Make sure you take your shot with integrity. Look at the camera, stand straight like this.
Can I get a second chance like you?
No, because I wasn't on the line.
Doc trying to warm up.
Yeah, I need to warm up.
Take it with integrity.
Doc trying to warm up.
Take your shot with integrity. There we go. Hey, I hope he got a designated driver before he leave here, man. Look, Doc trying to warm up.
Doc trying to
He's
warm
taking shot.
up.
It's the Timbs.
All right.
You gotta come back to me.
Woo! Listen, now you ain't got to answer the question.
Who's one person in the
Who's
game?
one person in the game you don't fully trust?
Dead
Even
house.
now. And you got to say the name. Now you can choose not to answer and just
Who's
shoot.
one person in the game you don't trust? I don't trust myself. Fuck. I don't trust me.
That don't count. That don't count.
Keep it all the way. Fuck. I don't trust nobody.
That don't count.
One person is crazy. It's like one person. I don't
He
trust
say he don't trust every person. He says fuck what person? Every person.
To be aware is to be alive, man. Trust
All right, so
nobody.
you answered it, but do you still choose to try it? Listen, I don't feel like you can take
I'm
no
trying
more
to get
shots.
y'all drunk for them.
All right, that's it.
But look, I don't trust
That's
no
how I feel.
motherfucker. Don't trust nobody.
We already.
I'm feeling it.
Don't trust nobody. I feel that.
Dead homies.
So thank you. Oh my God. I was scared, bro. I can't drink no more.
Me either.
I mean, he don't get it. I was gonna say he don't get it.
Thank you, BB. My bad. Thank you.
Hey, the thing about taking your second chance is you gotta take
Look,
two shots.
he trying to look for the shortest
The
one.
second chance, you gotta take 2 shots.
Yeah, that's the only thing about taking a second chance. You gotta take two shots.
I took the risk.
I'm cool.
All right, Trigga.
Talk to me.
Damn, bro, I'm fucked up, folks. It's over.
She said, you ever felt jealous of your homies come up, even just a little? Who was it?
No. I never felt jealous of none of my homies come up. What I will say, when I was doing my 10 years, I ain't want to listen to nobody's music.
Because I'm supposed to be there.
Exactly.
Because I'm supposed to be there. I want to hear that
So
shit.
it wasn't a jealousy thing. Is I know I'm part of this shit, so I ain't want to be there. I ain't want to listen to it. I'm supposed to be there, but I wasn't jealous or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
So you good with that, but you still gonna try to take your shot and get us drunk?
Trying to take my shot.
I like this one. They trying to get me drunk.
Y'all gonna be taken up before y'all leave. God, y'all. See, the thing about me, Samo ain't missing.
Man, ain't no second chances for you. That shit.
That's my man, Samo ain't missing.
No more second
Got your
chances
one
for him,
second
baby.
chance, bro. That's it.
I mean,
Next.
Who's somebody you cut out with low-key miss?
I
It
know.
might be what we talked about
I
earlier.
know that one.
Get your goofy ass on. Get your goofy ass on.
Hey,
Watch out. He trying to be funny. He goofy as hell. Bro,
What he
let me throw
talking
this ball.
he know what he know.
Who is somebody that I cut off that I low-key miss?
Better not lie either. I'm exposed.
Because I do believe there is somebody that I probably cut off that I do miss. But it's not a female. I think it's like a friend. An old friend that I probably cut off that is like, it was really, really my friend, but I just had to let him go. And I low-key miss him, but I can't fuck with him.
Ten seconds.
I can't think of him right now, man.
No.
You gotta take two and front your shit. Any move front, you gotta take another shot.
You gotta take two in front of us.
You gotta take two
Take my
in front
shot.
of your shit, man.
You take my shot.
I take your shot.
So if I hit this shot, I gotta take two.
Hell no.
Take your shot.
No!
Yeah. Y'all lucky I ain't wrong. She said we died no bitch.
I ain't dodging them bitches.
I thought I was answering them bitches.
I'm answering them
They
bitches.
giving me weak ass cousins. Who you trust? Nobody. That's simple as hell. Nobody, alright?
Fuck you tell hey, I would have said the same thing.
I don't trust me.
I would have said the same shit.
Well, you gotta have a side piece that they know.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. Have you ever had a side piece? And did your spouse know? God damn it.
Right. No.
I mean,
Of course you couldn't say no. You know, of course you couldn't say no. Right? Okay. No. You sure?
that's all right.
Are you positive?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Okay. All right. You say something, man.
Not no shit.
But I'm gonna take the shot though, because I want y'all to drink.
You gonna miss. You gonna miss.
I'm going in.
I know I can't take no more shots.
Oh my God, bro!
I can't take no more shots.
Freedom ain't high never something, bro. Like,
No more shots.
Cool.
Thank you.
How many we done did so far? 3? I think we got one more. This is the last round. Last round, y'all. Last round. Dot!
who want a shot at?
Anything.
Man, you gotta say
I took
that.
my shot.
No, you didn't, bro. No, you didn't.
Bro,
Come on.
Yeah, I didn't see him take no shot.
Who that?
Get to him. Go ahead, bro.
I got one.
Go ahead. Who's one famous person that you know is tuned in with you and your music and actually fuck with, but scared to publicly show love?
Straight from New York, D-Thing.
For sure, him.
Who? You
straight.
say D-Thing from New York.
All of them from New York. They took our names
Nah,
and
the thing
everything.
is, straight from New York, he took my little brother name.
It's S.Dot.
He said it.
all type of shit out
Same
there.
dot. They from the same
You feel
dot.
like that's a bad thing?
It's C-Days, Q-Days,
We influential. Hey,
C-Days.
listen.
They done took
we the
all
most,
our names.
just
bro.
like this the biggest
Shout
platform
out
in the
New
world. We the biggest city in the world, man. We the most influential city in the world, man.
It's not
So
a
when
bad
these
thing.
other people take our name
Yeah.
and our style and our lingo and our
And that's not
Hey.
a diss. I fuck with it. That's
Hey, I feel like
That's what I'm saying. It's
that's a
S.Dot on my block.
compliment.
Yeah.
That's
It's
a compliment.
Yeah.
Shout out to E-Dot and shout out to the F-Dot, the S-Dot, the ABZ-Dot.
So look, I ain't gotta take a shot if I answer this. If I answer this, I don't gotta take a shot.
You still got
Who's one famous person
He
you
said
know
D-Thing,
too?
you answered it. You said D-Thing.
And the other little
you ain't gotta shoot though.
He don't wanna
S.Dot
shoot.
go.
Just pass the ball.
Leave it alone. But if you got confidence in your shot,
No, listen. Don't even have confidence.
bro,
Just pass the ball.
you can't tell about the answer.
Shoot that motherfucker, dog.
Folks got confidence
Shoot
in their
that
shot.
bitch, dog.
Don't have
You gotta give me
confidence in
half
your
line
shot.
though.
Hey, give me that blue. Yeah.
So y'all tweaking with my last shot. bro.
Shoot that motherfucker. Nah, you good. Hey,
Oh, video fucked up. Well, y'all take my shot, I'll shoot that bitch.
I'm fucked up.
What's the pettiest reason you stop talking to somebody and you gotta say what it was and who it was?
Pettiest.
What's the pettiest reason you stop talking to someone?
Remember that $5 I owed you?
Pettiest.
No, I'm just playing.
I'm trying to think of some petty shit because I be taking shit serious. So I'm trying to think of petty shit.
All the good shit.
Yeah, I take shit serious. Because I know me, my girl always said me like, it's not the 2000s no more. Like you ain't living in that era no more. So I'm trying to think of something. It might be petty, but it was
It wasn't petty to you.
It wasn't petty to me. So I'm trying to think. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say something. If somebody dissing me, I don't want to see none of my niggas on there laughing at the shit.
Let's go.
That's real shit. That's real loyalty.
Yeah, no, man. Hey, I'm gonna be. If it's a female saying some shit about me, I don't want to see nobody like female or male. If you one of my sisters off my block, I don't give no fuck. You might think, nah, it's. Don't comment on that
Your
shit.
loyalty is with me.
Yeah,
It better stay with me.
I feel that.
Hey, what's funny about that? That ain't funny.
the reason why I'm using that because
So don't
I
shoot the
stopped
ball.
talking to people because
shoot the ball. He finna
I
break
had
it.
stopped talking to people because you say what? Shoot the
Don't
ball.
shoot the ball, brother. He finna
I
break
had
it.
stopped talking to people because I seen that you was commenting on somebody that saying some shit about me. On some female shit, because even if I start
I
fucking
make
with
sure I stay away from that.
And that ain't petty, but it's
Yes, sir.
shots to that man.
Ask the question.
No way.
You gotta take a shot.
Yeah,
Nigga, this though. I ain't gotta shoot the shot. You know what I'm saying?
No,
bro?
I'm going with the game though.
He ain't had to.
He ain't had to, bro.
I'm going with the game.
Man, you stay, hey, bro, be
I'm going with the
I
game.
fuck all that, bro. What you working with, bro? What is you talking about?
I'm going with the game, man. I'm going with the game.
Tell them, don't take the shot.
Don't get him too fucked up.
Don't shoot the shot.
It's about studio out there.
Gun line, we in the studio out of this.
Drunk. That bitch fucked up. What up, Roddy?
As you want to be.
This on me now?
Yep.
No, hell no.
What the fuck?
Damn, did we ask this question before?
We know what you done for some money. We know what you done for some money, man.
Hey, what's the wildest thing?
What's the wildest thing? I don't do no wild shit.
Wildest thing you done for some money?
I'm not a prostitute. I don't know what he's talking about. What is the wildest thing I
The
do?
wildest thing you done for some money? You ain't gotta answer me though. You know what I'm saying?
What's the wildest thing?
But it's
I
gonna
did?
make us think you gay or something. Like you got some
Nah.
shit going on.
Who? Man, watch
It ain't about
out,
that.
boy. Who, bro?
Let's say what's the wildest thing you ever done for money?
We used to be close to that state line, man. What you was doing for that money, man? What you was doing for that money,
Hey,
man?
I don't know what you mean by wild. I done did some shit. But I like wild
I
shit.
wanna hear it though. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean by wild though?
You the slang for that money, man.
I done took shit down.
For that paper.
Is that wild? Like,
You took what down for money?
man, niggas down. The fuck? What you talking about?
You ain't never take
I done took niggas down.
You ain't never take that coochie down for no money, man.
Let's be real with the
Man, look, I was being real.
You ain't never you ain't never hit nothing for no money.
Huh?
You never took no female down for no paper.
No, I haven't. Just for money? Like, just for
I
money?
ain't either. Ain't no bitch Bailey shit.
I mean,
I'm
I
gonna pay
haven't
for
though,
that
but I
bitch.
haven't. So, okay, I've always been,
Not yet, bro. I love her. That's on the bucket.
I always had that hustle mentality. And I'm such a prideful person. I don't let no woman hold money over my head. So it's like, I won't never do nothing for no money. It's like, I'm cool. If that's I go get my own money. I'm a hustler. I'm gonna get the pay. And I'm prideful as hell. So I'm not, I'm only gonna fuck with you for money. And now you're gonna use this against me. I'm never gonna put myself in that position.
Check a man,
So
slag it dick.
the wild. Nah, for real, man. I'm shooting, man. I'm shooting, bro. You shoot? Yeah.
First grade love.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Jesus.
Take that side.
That didn't count, bro.
God is good.
That didn't count.
Oh, fuck.
I gotta hit this one.
I didn't know. I can't take no more, bro.
What's a habit?
I'm fucked up.
I'm gonna be real with y'all.
What's a habit
I
you
can't
have
take
that
no
will make
more.
someone not want to date you?
What's that habit you have to look? I can answer that.
What folks want?
This the argument. This the argument of the year, Mr. Argue about every fucking thing and every fucking time. Nobody wants to deal with that all day, every day. I don't know how you do it, but the folks are arguing about the color of the sky. Nah, this look great to me. They just argue all day, bro. You just argue about everything.
To be honest,
That's Mr. Right. He right about everything.
exactly. Mr. Right.
He's never been wrong.
Hey.
Folks want some hands.
Hey, he Mr. Wrong guy or Mr. Right guy?
And you be on their head.
He ain't wrong about nothing.
I ain't wrong about a shit.
He ain't wrong,
Simple.
brother.
And I'm gonna take my shot. Yes,
And he
sir.
gonna argue you down, folks, and he's not gonna get tired of arguing. I never met a person that don't get tired of arguing. It's over with.
I don't need another shot.
You just trying to lick
I don't need another shot.
I don't need another shot.
I don't need another shot.
If I take
Oh, me neither. I don't need another shot.
Cool. I'm so good.
it's over with. All right, man. Hey,
Cool.
come
Thank
on.
God.
In front of the camera. Do it with integrity, sir. Take your shot with integrity. I ain't got no more shots in me.
No more shots. Should have never been an athletic person. You know what I'm saying? I've never been an athletic person, so I appreciate myself for trying.
Hey man, I appreciate y'all on this segment of Shot for Shot, man. We had a ball, man. We had a great time with Trigga and S.Dot, man. And we gonna catch y'all back on the couch.
Hey, don't be stealing our little shot for shot.
Don't steal our state. I know you other platforms. I know y'all see our setup and y'all like it. Man, we suing. You steal our stuff, we suing, man. Wrong guy. Yo,
interviews.
Nah, for real.
Man, how y'all doing, man? We back, man. We back. We just had a blast on my last segment, Shot for Shot segment. Shout out to these brothers, man. It was great sports.
We was weak, folks.
You said we was
weak, folks. We got fucked up. We was weak.
I ain't gonna lie, they just had to take about like 9 shots.
Yeah, we was
hooping like
hey, listen, let me say this through the gate. I can't tell you what Dot about to say because he just took about 12 shots. So I don't tell him what he about to say. What he about to say. But no, what we try to do here on this platform is we try to mix it up, man. We want to make a comfortable environment, man, where we can relax and we can have fun. You know, we definitely entertaining, informative, and interesting. But like I said, we want to be able to relax a little bit and have some fun. I know these other podcasts, these other platforms ain't doing it how we doing it, man. So, you know, it's the biggest platform in the world, man. Wrong guy, man. Wrong guy. So,
hey, hold on. Before you even go into that,
talk to me.
When I be getting into it with my lady, I be telling her it's wrong guy. And she don't never know what I'm talking about.
Wrong guy.
She can tell me right there, like, you remember when you woo? I mean, no, I don't remember that. Wrong guy. You know what I'm saying?
I got a question for you.
Okay,
you asked us a lot of questions and shit. All right, I just watched the clip of you from the other day and shit.
For
you
sure.
spoke on that situation.
Yeah.
A lot of people know you from that situation. You know, I knew you before that situation, but a lot of people know you for that situation.
For sure.
How you feel about, you know, since we talk about growth and shit, you know, how you feel about, I don't know about Flip and shit, you know, but KD. So, you know, how you feel about, you know, reaching out to him, you know, making amends and shit.
Okay, so I'm gonna be all the way honest with you. First and foremost, let's understand this. I never had an altercation or a problem with KD from the beginning.
For sure.
It was a narrative that was painted about us that it was really a false narrative. KD's never been my op.
So he was like an enemy.
He was just a casualty of war.
And it get like that when you interact, you know? This shit get like that.
Yeah, it get like that.
Associate yourself with, you know?
I don't got no problem sitting down with KD and talking and chopping it up with KD. I actually, believe it or not, we talk on the regular, right?
Sure.
Like I be trying to give him his best advice if I can through the you know social media and let him know like you know chill out because you know he be in a lot of antics, you know what I'm saying? But that's his persona, that's the person he is. I understand that he's an entertainer, but I just be trying to tell him you know like just chill out a little bit. But I'm always open for him to come on the Wrong Guy podcast and sit right here on this couch and chop it up just like we chop it up, you know. So KD, if you out there, you listening, man. Whenever you want to like rock out, come on.
So since I had a question, I got a question too.
I'm listening.
What made you get into the pod? You know what I'm saying? Like wanted to do this.
So I'm big on when God gives us blessings, right? And God gives us missions, we have to fulfill. One of our blessings that we all have, right, is our voice. We have the blessing of discernment, intuition, and essence. I feel like if you hold that into yourself and you don't pass it on to the rest of the world, you're doing a disservice, right? We all influences, we all voices. So it was important to make a platform where our voices can be heard. Because I've been watching for too many years where our stories were told by other people that we're not even qualified to tell our stories.
Exactly.
Right?
I feel like
they painted narratives of us that we didn't paint for ourselves. So I'm trying to give me and my brothers an opportunity to paint your own picture, brother.
I feel that because the reason why I do feel that because I do feel like that people put their own narrative on Chicago and they get paid off of it. So it don't matter what they say. They're gonna get paid off of it anyway.
They built
even if it's false. Yeah, even if it's false.
Even if it's false. Actually, majority of the time it be false. And they run with it. They try to paint pictures of us and when they don't even know us. They'll make us to be a monster when we really be the most loyal, coolest people in the world.
For sure.
But violence sells. So they're gonna pinpoint the smallest piece of the violence and blow it up into this. It's time for us to start telling our own stories.
I feel like that's what's catching attention, though. You know what I'm saying? Like violence and just being retarded.
It do catch attention.
That's catching attention.
I mean, I feel like because they've made that popular.
Exactly.
So we gotta make what we want popular now.
You know, the world gravitates.
Like we say, like you said,
Stupid
things
shit.
being normalized.
Sure.
Like you said, things being normalized.
Yeah.
That's been normalized.
They normalized it.
They
Absolutely.
normalized.
So it's time for us to make the intelligence of the black man normal. We need to normalize that, right?
Yeah.
Because you got a lot more sense than people would know.
Yeah.
Folks got a lot more sense than people would know. He got a lot. When are we gonna start broadcasting our sense?
For sure.
When we gonna start showing ourselves? So we're gonna just dance around and be the goofies they want us to be because a couple dollars is involved? Well, we need to start making our own infrastructures where our intelligence is bringing us the dollars. And watch when we do that, how much we change the world. So that was why this platform was so important.
For sure.
Right? Because we didn't have that. And it's time for us to get a platform where when you drop a album, you can come on here and promote.
Yeah,
right?
Because you know what? On some real shit, I don't even watch movies and shit no more. I watch niggas like you. I be on YouTube all day.
Facts.
Smoke my weed in the crib, you know, sit on that bitch and try to gain knowledge.
Absolutely.
Not even on no other shit like, you know, the podcasts and the streamers and they the what's hot right now.
They the news. They are the news. They are entertainment. Yeah, absolutely.
What's going on? Folks talking that real shit. I sit and listen to that shit and just smoke because motherfuckers dropping knowledge. So with this podcast, I'm behind it 10%.
And we got so much knowledge to give, bro.
Yeah, there'll always be a message behind something.
We can't hold that to our chest, brother. If we hold that to our chest, we are doing a disservice to the earth.
You won't be surprised how many motherfuckers tapping in and listening though. You would think
and I hope y'all keep tapping in.
Yeah, you
The
really
thing is,
somebody really
you can't keep doing stuff and thinking that people not taking heed to it or not trying to form their own organization or whatever they got. Cause like y'all said with the drill culture, you feel me? Like y'all didn't know what that was gonna lead to. You know what I'm saying? And now, right now, the YNs, they just reckless. Like all because.
Shout out to the YNs. That's like one
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to my
We ain't taking
YNs.
away from the YNs.
Hey, YNs, I love y'all. I love y'all.
We is not taking away from them brothers.
I love y'all. You want to know why I love the YNs?
It's their time.
Because we was YNs.
Exactly.
We was YNs, bro.
Exactly.
You feel me? Let's be for real. We
Yes,
started this
yes,
this YN community.
Yes.
We was, I love you, little brother. Don't never forget that I love you, little brother. I just want you to do better. I just want you to do what's best for you. I want to see you live. I want to see you grow. I want to see you prosper. I want you to be fruitful. I want to see you raise your children. I want to see you be big dog. I want to see you get rich. I want my YNs to turn to big dogs.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because there's a lot of YNs that grew up with me that didn't get an opportunity to become big dog.
Sure.
I became big dog. I want to show you. I want to give you the blueprint.
You had the chance to change. You know what I'm saying?
But I had to go through. I had to go through so much to get to that point. I don't want y'all to have to go through it. I'm gonna give you the game.
Yeah. That's it.
I'm gonna give you the game. You ain't gotta go through it. I'm gonna give you the game.
You ain't gotta go through
Just check it out, Scud. I got you.
No, on some real shit. One of my people that brought me up, his name Chris. We call him CeeLo. He from the low building. And he used to always tell me when I was a shorty and all the goofy shit that I was doing, that's goofy shit. He used to always tell me like, only thing I could do is correct you. The reason why I won't get on your ass is because it's your time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I have my time. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you going through right now in life, I done been through that because I was your age already. So I can't be down and hard on you. You know what I'm saying? It's your time.
I appreciate older guys like that.
Yeah.
For real,
you know who he is too. You might know who he is. He used to mess with Gat Mama.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, his name was Chris. CeeLo. He from the low building. Yeah, CeeLo. He was staying right next door to me when we was in Cal City, and he was from the low building. And I'm in tune with him to this day because I called him Pops because he didn't want to put his wing around me. That's what he was always tell me at the time. I can't be mad at nothing that you're doing because it's your time. I can't be mad at the shorties. It's your time. You gotta learn.
Did you like take heed to that then, or it took you to now?
Nah, I didn't take heed to that then because at the time when he was trying to correct me, on all the shit that I was doing,
Reckless.
I used to look at it like, man, I used to be mad at him. I used to be mad at him.
I know.
And like I said, we in tune to this day. Like I still call him Pops because we used to stun like my daddy. Birdman and Lil Wayne came out with that shit at that time, and that's how we was. You know what I'm saying? And that was at the time it used to be like, man, get the fuck up. What the fuck you talking about? But now that I'm older now,
Everything
I
makes
see,
sense.
yeah, everything makes
It
sense.
all makes sense.
Yeah,
That's the main thing.
You
right
see
there.
the wisdom that he had then, right?
exactly.
And it really hits you double time now. It hits you even harder. Like, damn, he was telling me some real back then.
He was.
Dude was landing on me early. And you want to know the crazy part about it? You caught some of that game, even
I
though you
did.
didn't realize
Yeah,
it. It was
I
in your
did.
subconscious.
I did.
So when certain situations occur in your life, you already kind of knew how to handle it.
Yeah,
Dude been low key and told
He
you.
most definitely did.
And he was like, damn,
That's what he was talking about.
this what he was talking about. Yeah. This what he was talking
He
about.
was guiding me, and I wasn't even paying attention at the time.
So when certain situations occur, you kind of low key, you knew how to maneuver.
Yeah,
Thanks to him.
yeah, he was guiding.
So shout out to CeeLo, man.
Yeah, CeeLo,
Shout out to CeeLo.
Law.
Hey, but look, on this podcast, man, like I say, you know, we the biggest platform in the world. We do things they don't do. You know what I'm saying? We be, you know, mixing it up. So we're a very cultural podcast. We fuck with all the ethnicities out there. The Indians, the Haitians, the Africans, the African Americans, the
Asians,
Asians,
Puerto Ricans,
you know.
Mexicans.
So every episode we like to test out food, right? Now, our guests, I don't even be telling them what's going on before they get here. So these guys right now didn't know what was going on until they got here. We like to taste different foods, and we also like to support local businesses. So this episode, we have some cultural food from one of the local businesses out in Calumet City. Shout out to Abundant Restaurant.
What type of culture food?
So I didn't agree to two things here: the drinking, the shot for shot.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what food?
We don't care what you agree to.
I don't
Okay?
know.
We don't care what you
What
agree
type of
to.
culture food?
So this episode,
What the hell?
what the hell, LeBron James, Eliante,
Because when you say culture food, it's I think it's some shit that.
BB. See, y'all know I'm Nigerian, right?
Okay.
Okay, I know that.
So today we about to try some ethnic Nigerian food right here in front of y'all.
What's those biscuits?
They talking about some biscuits.
It look like a potato. It's like mashed potato.
What over here, bro?
Y'all laughing real hard.
Oh shit.
So today, what we have today,
That's
we tried.
chicken.
So I don't know if y'all have been on TikTok and probably have seen some people eating what us Nigerians call fufu. Today we have some fufu and a goosey soup. One of the staples of the Nigerian culture. Now, fufu is pounded yam. Okay, so this white doughy hold on.
Yeah, you gotta explain this to me, B. You gotta explain this to me, man. You say yam?
He say foo-foo.
This doughy substance.
We finna see what's going on.
This doughy
What is that?
substance
No,
is fufu. It's pounded yam. It's one of the staples of the Nigerian
Hold
culture.
on. Not to cut you off. You say yam, like you know how you
It's
say
yam,
candy yam.
like candy yam.
So it's a
but this is
potato.
not candy yam. It's somewhat like a
Right.
potato, but it's a
I'm almost done.
yam.
We trying
It's
this
pounded
fufu.
yam. It's not candy yams, but it's pounded yam. It's white. Candy yam would be orange.
Right.
Well, pounded yam is white. This is what candy yam is made from originally. Candy yam is hybrid to make it orange. This is the original form of candy yam. It's pounded. It's regular yams. So this pounded yam is made into a dust.
sweet.
I wouldn't say it's
Yeah,
no, it's not
It's
sweet.
not candy yams then. Don't
I
say
literally
it's-
just said that it's not candy
Alright,
yams.
cool.
I
Don't
said
compare
that.
it to candy
No,
yams.
no,
It's dough. It's bread.
No, it's the same thing.
It's just
the same
undone
thing.
So
Bread,
what's
I'm
this
telling you,
right
it's the same thing.
But it's
What's this
undone
right
bread.
It's
What
not
is
undone
that?
bread.
Yeah, that's
so. Can I finish? So this, what we have here is egusi soup and tomato stew and pepper stew with a little bit of chicken and smoked turkey.
So this soup.
This is
What's
a
in
stew.
there? At the stew.
It's
At
a
the bottom.
stew. So this, I'm gonna teach y'all how to. Y'all see their faces though? Their faces is killing me. These two right here. It's these two. We finna take them to the back. Hey, phone them. Hey, with cash. Take dude to the back. We got dude them finna get a V, man.
Come on, I'm ready to try it. I'm really ready to try it though. Like, let's try it.
This man, that Roger goofy is here. Hey, look, so we finna try.
What the hell going on, man?
Harold yam,
Let's see
a
what
goosey soup, chicken, and smoked turkey.
So what's this right here?
That is the goosey soup. That is like vegetables. It's like greens, like collard greens.
Greens. It smells good.
It's really good. Listen. So we gonna try this. Look how this man dying.
I ain't trying to take away from the culture.
No,
I ain't taking away from the culture. So
okay, so let me say this. I super appreciate the fact that these brothers are even willing to try something new on this biggest platform in the world. Every time y'all see somebody up there, they gonna try something they never tried before. That's our goal, right? We try to step out of our comfort zone because that's how we grow. So everybody take their forks or their spoons or.
Okay.
BB, which one is mine? Okay, the one with the tongue is mine.
Hold on, wait, what's the difference though?
So we all gotta put one of those in our
What make that
set.
yours?
No, just be cool, bro. I'm asking unnecessary questions.
Is the rest of them poison?
No, bro.
Is the rest of them poison? Which one mine? What's going on,
I
man?
touched that one already. That's why it's mine.
Oh,
Okay,
I had
okay.
to touch it to make sure it was warm.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give y'all a tutorial on how to eat this. Now let me let y'all understand something. In the ethnic culture, in Nigerian culture, you do not eat it with a spoon. But because we're Americanized and I'm gonna give y'all the opportunity to eat it with a spoon today. But in our Nigerian
I
culture,
got a fork.
we
That's
eat it
how
with a
you
spoon.
eat it.
Fork, same.
You don't supposed to eat with a spoon.
I'm gonna eat your
Eat it with your
hand.
hand.
Yeah, I know it.
So I'm saying, do y'all want to eat it with y'all hands, though? Do y'all want to eat it with y'all hands? We can get wild. If y'all want to get wild, we can get wild. Let's get wild. We eat it with our hands. If we go dive in, we go dive all the way in. Okay?
do it the right way.
All right. So I want y'all to grab a piece of your
Anyone?
food. Pick one. Pick one.
A piece of clay.
Yeah, pick
This
one. And I want
like
y'all to ball it up.
Mr. Potato Head?
I want y'all to maneuver it like this and make it into the ball.
It's like a Miss Potato Head.
Grab what? A piece?
Yeah, grab a piece and make it into a ball. Maneuver it into the ball as best as you can.
A ball.
Right? Yeah, make it into
Like
a
clay.
ball.
This is like clay.
It's almost like clay, right?
It's like
clay.
clay.
It's a doughy substance. You know what I'm saying? All right. So now I want you to scoop a little bit of the vegetables, which is the agusi. Scoop a little and pick it up. Just pick it up, like so. Damn, I done wasted it. Shit.
Oh shit! I got it on my phone. Shit.
All right.
Now I want y'all to taste it. Come on, we going in, y'all. Hey, salute.
We going in.
Salute.
Salute. Damn, go in like that, brother. Hold on.
That's not bad though.
It ain't bad.
It's spicy than motherfucker.
It's spicy.
It's spicy as hell.
It's spicy as hell, but it's not bad.
So now I want y'all to get some of the red sauce. Get some
I
of the
took
red
my
sauce.
whole thing already,
Oh my, this shit hot as hell.
B. It is hot.
I ain't gonna lie, this hot.
I don't,
it's good.
man, I ain't gonna lie. Dot over there playing.
Hold on, folks.
Hey, Samo, Dot playing.
Eat the food.
Dot playing, B. Dot playing, bro. He taking a small ass piece. It's spicy as fuck though.
It's spicy as hell.
Hold on. folks. I
African
gotta see
food
this.
is spicy.
But it's our culture though.
What?
It's our culture.
It's our culture.
It's spicy
This
as
is my
fuck.
brother Samo. I trust him. You hear me?
I ain't gonna steer you wrong, brother. I ain't gonna steer you wrong, brother.
All right, so dip it in.
Dip it in and grab some of the grab some of the stew.
Yeah.
Grab some of the stew. You can take a small bite if you don't want to take a big bite. Take a small bite.
Look.
That is crazy.
look.
Take a small.
All right, look. This.
It's spicy than a
It's
motherfucker.
spicy as hell, bro.
Damn.
My nose was
Dog, go on with you that, dog.
I ain't gonna let my nose start sweating when I eat spicy shit.
Took a man.
This shit spicy, B.
Alright, so look, take some of the meat. Take some of the meat.
It's like just chicken?
Yeah, take some chicken or the smoked turkey. I
Oh,
love
this
the smoked
turkey.
turkey.
Oh, this
most.
turkey.
Take it with what?
No, I ain't gonna lie. This is a nice experience though, man. I ain't know.
Take a bite of that smoked turkey. Tell me that smoked turkey ain't it.
The smoked turkey perfect.
Nice and tender.
I'm not.
I'm at a diet. Fine, bro.
And what we eating right now? Like you said, this.
That smoked turkey.
No, I'm talking about this Nigerian food.
This is Nigerian food, man.
That's how they do it.
But a lot of other countries do have this, like Ghana, Senegal. They do have. But this is a staple in the Nigerian.
And you say
culture.
what this on the side? This is what?
That's egusi soup.
The
Almost
goosey
like
soup
greens.
on them. So we eating the goosey soup.
We eating fufu with egusi soup, man. Only on the Wrong Guy podcast is you getting it like this, man. Only on the Wrong Guy podcast.
Yeah, bitch,
It's good though.
That's fufu.
Yeah,
bro.
So, hey Doc, I want to hear from Doc. What do you taste?
Doc got
What
the
you
crazy reaction.
I'm trying to see what it tastes like. It tastes
It's
like
spicy.
it tastes like greens with hot sauce.
taste? Greens with hot sauce. Yup. What
Cause
about
you did say it's greens in it, right?
Yes, greens. Those are greens. What about the pounded yam? How does the pounded yam taste to you?
What's
that? That's right.
The white dough.
This tastes like a Hawaiian bread.
Almost like Hawaiian bread.
Yeah, it's like a Hawaiian.
So it was you. Is it what you
Hawaiian
expected? Be honest.
roll. Nah, it look.
You expected it to be horrible, ain't it? Be honest.
Yeah, it look nasty as hell.
But it's not nasty though.
But it's decent.
It's actually decent.
Yeah, it's actually decent. That's
It's
crazy.
decent. I think it'll be.
agree with that.
I can take something from my family.
It tastes like we let it get cold, like it'll be better,
Yeah,
super
it'd
hot.
be better, yeah.
Yeah, the fufu-
That's why you see
Don't get me
motherfuckers
wrong,
on
this
TikTok
shit
eating that
spicy
shit,
as fuck.
digging their hand and that shit.
It's good.
You right about
Well,
that.
spicy.
But this our culture.
Africans love spice.
This like
This our culture.
this
It's
our
spicy
culture.
though.
Yeah.
All right,
This like
so
African shit.
yes, African.
Yeah, it's African.
Shout out to all my Africans out there. Shout out my Nigerians.
It's African.
But while we talking, let's just chop it up a little bit more. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro.
Try fufu was decent.
I was on the internet yesterday, right? We got real 600 members in the building.
You
That's
know
only
that.
right.
600, none of that shit.
I was on the internet yesterday, bro. And I'm gonna be real with you. Y'all homie? I ain't gonna say y'all homie.
Oh,
I'm
man.
all our homies. Shout out folk. Shout out Big
Breezo, what
Breezo.
up, Breezo?
Breezo crashed the internet yesterday, y'all.
Let me do one.
Breezo crashed the net.
Let me
Don,
do
I
one
told
now.
you we gonna talk about
Let me
this.
do one of them
Shout out
now.
Breezo.
Breezo crashed the net yesterday, and it was very interesting to me because the situation is a situation that a lot of us have definitely been in, right?
For sure.
But I feel like, bro, documented it because a person would try to tear
Yeah,
your
try to-
character down, bro.
They'll troll you.
They'll troll you and tear you down if you never get a chance to tell your side of the story. And I'm
It's
happy
always,
to post.
I'm gonna tell you this: it's your side, it's their side,
And then it's the truth.
Yeah, that's the truth. All
Yeah.
three sides.
But the fact that folks cut that camera on and let it be documented, I feel like it was probably one of the smartest things he could have did.
Me too.
Hey
What do
man,
y'all
look,
feel
that's
about
my
that
brother
situation?
on with a right and wrong, man. I don't give a
He
fuck.
wasn't wrong.
I'm with him. Yeah.
I'm gonna speak on it, right? The reason why I say he wasn't wrong because the day before he came out with, I was saying shit on it like, oh, she said she left him because he was broke. So he probably seen that. He left me because I was broke. I got proof that she was begging me to stay.
Facts.
This is what you mean you left me because I was broke. Because she was doing a lot of begging and that where he had his evidence, but her side of the story was different. And females will do that. Tear your character down. And the reason why I don't know what my brother was going through when it came to that relationship. What I could see is he tried to make it work.
He tried for sure.
He did.
That's all that matters right there.
He tried to make it work.
Because there's a lot of people that bash him over the Quentin Key situation, right? And I feel like, I'm gonna be real, a lot of people bash him.
You know, it's crazy. I introduced them.
I swear. Swear. So it's your fault.
Queen Breezy.
It's all your fault.
We started blowing like a fan.
That nigga bro got him into that situation.
Yeah, it's all
Doc
fault.
got bro into
Doc
that
got
situation.
I told Keita, I said, y'all, that's crazy, man.
So you trying to say that you got bro into that situation?
No, hell no. I let him
That sound like to me, B. That sound like to me, B. Sound like to me.
Breezo, that's my brother, man. He can't do no wrong by
Even in that situation, I feel like there's still a lot of details
But
that
no,
people don't know.
You know, I be on bro ass about what's right and what's wrong, you know. But
that's what all the guys.
Brother, like, you know.
But no, that's what all the guys don't like.
Politics to me, like I know him for real. Fuck
Yeah, that's
all
what I'm
that
saying. Like
Yeah,
outside of
that
the,
shit
you know what I'm
politics.
saying, the cameras and all that shit. You know what I'm saying. Everybody got their own relationship with each other.
But I never promote, like, you know, me personally, like, you know, stand on business by those shorties. You did. That's just what it is.
But in that video, that's what he was doing.
I feel like that's what he was doing with Jazz.
Man, listen,
Jazz
it ain't that I'm still here for you and the kids, but we can't be together. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you think? Why?
You know when you done with a bitch or when you through with a bitch, they gonna say whatever.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like, when you ever been a woman mad?
Nah, because
You know
she
what a woman
said
do when they
what
mad?
she had to say and did what she had to do to save face.
So,
You know what I'm saying? She said what she had to say because I'm gonna be all real. When Breezy called me when he left, he called me. You know what I'm saying? We was rotating shit. He's like, man, I'm on my way back to the crib and shit. Woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I didn't know that bro was staying in Cali to begin with. I mean, in Atlanta, because I was in Atlanta for New Year's. And Breezy hit me like, man, you in Atlanta and shit, you don't let me know. I'm like, shit, I didn't know you was in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So Breezo, he like, I'm on my way back to the crib, yada, 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 you know what I'm saying? But he didn't really get into detail. But at the same time, though, that's his business, the way he got going on, and all that shit coming out now. But like I said, bro tried, because I know my brother. He gonna cut some shit off completely fast. So motherfucker can't sit up here and have their own judgment when it comes to bro, when they don't know the full story.
Yeah, no bro is no bro. Yeah, fuck the internet shit.
Yeah.
20 years.
Yeah, that's real shit. Motherfucker don't look big. So there's a lot of people coming out saying shit and saying this and that. You know what I'm saying? But y'all don't know what the fuck was going on.
So,
just from the video itself, it seemed like she was a little,
she fried.
like she was a little everywhere with it. You know,
Fried a little bit.
like she didn't know exactly what she wanted.
So he might know some shit that we don't know.
You fried.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like she wanted him to leave, but she wanted him to stay at the same time. It's kind of like she was a little confused.
Yeah, she a little fried a little bit. But it get like that with baby mom, baby. You know how this shit go, like, you know.
I don't know the
No, I ain't gonna say no.
Like televised. That's
I ain't gonna say it get like that because
shit real.
some females be thinking like, okay, look,
Shit
this is the way the system.
ain't nothing we ain't been through.
Oh, I'm the shit.
You got a baby mom, baby.
And bro probably looking like shit. I'm 600 breezy. I'm this shit.
Facts.
You know
He
what
was
I'm saying?
600 breeze before she was.
Before who the fuck she was.
Before she was Jazz, for sure.
So you can't sit up here and act how you act and how this persona or how you view yourself, and I'm gonna have the same persona how I view myself as well because I'm one of them peoples as well.
Exactly.
So a female sit up there and put this high standard on themselves and try to download a motherfucker like that's already got that standard about themselves. You know what I'm saying? So that's what she fucked up at. And like I said, I don't know their situation, but from the video, that's what it seemed like it was. From me hearing my brother talk, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like that's what it was. I'm Jada with his sister. What the fuck?
Yeah, and that is crazy to me because I don't care whose sister you are. I don't care who you are. I feel like you shouldn't never feel
And that's
like
what I'm
you got the right
saying.
to tear any man down.
And that's what I'm saying.
Tear
That's
nobody
the
down.
first thing that bro said to me when he called me. No, I don't give no fuck whose sister you is.
This motion shit got motherfucker head.
Yeah, that's what he said. I don't give no fuck whose sister you is.
See, this is the thing, right? The motion is an illusion.
Yeah.
The motion is what it is, but don't let that feed your ego to the point where you start looking at life in an illusionary manner.
Yeah.
Right? I don't like who you think you are. You a human like I'm a human.
Exactly.
You have potential like I got potential. You had an opportunity like I got opportunities. I could be broke today and be a millionaire tomorrow with the right circumstance.
And that's the thing. And that's where females get it fucked up at. Like let's just speak on our sisters. Like, you know, with the Sexy Reds. Shout out to her. She doing her shit right now. You know, in the Glow Reelers, and they come up with their music, they get their money off of it. We ain't taking away from that. But you have these females that are like, say like, I'm fucking with a female right now. And when these people came up with this hot single, and then now you trying to put this shit in our relationship. You know what I'm saying? I can't judge these people off of the shit that they putting out because if I meet them personally, this might not be who they are.
That's probably
in
just a
real
song.
life. It's just a song. So don't come to me talking about something. It's 98 degrees. I ain't got no nigga that got me. What the fuck, you right here. You right here. What the fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
So you said that a lot of females let the art
let that shit
dictate their life.
Yes.
Yeah. They have a time, that don't even be real.
It don't be real.
They'll be talking about
She might be happy
it's
in her
98 degrees and she's in a happy
relationship.
relationship.
Sexy man, submissive as hell.
Submissive as hell, right? But she just sent all the females.
Let's keep this shit 600. Let's keep this shit 600. That's our entertainment part. That's our entertainment part. And we're not taking it away from the shit like that, but these females, they be getting this shit in their head like.
This shit entertainment.
Yeah, it's entertainment. What the fuck? You gotta know how to separate that shit.
For sure.
A lot of women don't know how to separate. They use that as their code of conduct.
For sure.
They use those songs as their holy grail.
Code of conduct.
They use that as their code of conduct. Sexy Red.
In my line, bro.
But Sexy Red, the whole relationship. She laid up
happy, submissive to that nigga.
She laid up She done sent you
What the fuck is you talking about?
You look so Sexy Red pregnant. God.
Like you out here fucked up.
It was a hot
you lost
girl
your
song.
nigga. Cause you going off what they saying the whole time they saying.
And they not even looking about that.
Sexy Red, so put up.
Yeah.
Put up with that man somewhere.
Talk.
Hey, we
Get
mad
up,
at them
booty
how they
run.
learn how to use entertainment though with the music.
Yeah.
Mad at them though.
I feel like those are gimmicks, and they use it to sell records.
It is the same thing when it comes to
business.
as men.
Yeah.
Or as young men. Motherfuckers got here, we, talk that shit, and like this was going on the whole time though. They ain't what the fuck going on.
They not even know none of
They ain't
that.
know none of that.
Man, you can't be like, whoa, wait, that was just a song.
Yeah,
That was just a song, man.
No.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I always talk about 8 Mile. When the white boy, B Rabbit, he had a blick. He say Papa Doc had one. You know what I'm saying? The whole time though, Papa Doc ain't out here on shit.
Right.
And this was going on in our society.
Well,
Papa Doc wasn't no shit. Dude exposed him at the end of the movie, folks. He exposed him, folks. Real shit.
so I just want to say, I do want to say though this, in the daily lives, I want to make sure that we make it very clear that we don't promote any domestic altercations.
No.
I'm glad that Breezo did start recording, right? So nobody could paint a picture of him that he isn't.
Yeah, you said
Nobody
about
can say-
Breezo. You ain't gonna play with that man.
Yeah, no, hey, man, smart, cause he got that camera. You ain't finna tell nobody I did nothing to you in here. This is on camera.
Because he been through it
Let me
already.
out this
He
motherfucker.
been through it too many times.
I know that
He
man
been
like
through it
Black
too many
Lives
times, so he know better. He know better.
He know
how this shit go.
For him to even do that, for him
They
to
let you
do that,
know.
I know my brother, he know what type of time she was on.
Yeah.
He not like that, bro. Don't play like that. Like, he real genuine. You feel me? That's my brother.
Man, for these,
So for him to even play like that, he know what type of time she was on. You know, when you motherfucker slam, you gotta turn your slam up sometimes.
Nah, for real.
Get like that. Like, that's just what it is.
I believe in recording anything with a female.
Yeah, don't play
Anytime
with
you
me.
even
You
dealing with a
are,
female,
especially once you
anything,
already
start recording.
exposed a little bit of how you get. All right, I know what's up. I gotta.
yeah, no, because they'll throw you the trick bag. Certain females will throw you
They
the
gonna
trick
believe
bag.
them, motherfucker.
Not all females, but certain ones.
That ain't broke character. Out of character doing that shit. Like, you know that ain't broke Breezo.
I said, know him. We know he had to care for recording. We know he recorded for his own personal reasons.
Breezo.
Now you got all
safety.
these-
His own
yeah.
personal safety.
Now you got all these females out here saying shit, but like I said, you don't know what was going on in that relationship.
I ain't mad at him for that.
So he
Right,
don't
he's
even
smart.
move like that.
But like I say, we don't promote no domestic violence, no
Nah.
domestic disputes, man.
No.
Hey, if y'all can work it out, work it out. If y'all know y'all can't work it out, man, just y'all go y'all
Let it
separate
go.
ways amicably, man. You know, let's all have peace, love, and tranquility, man. On another note, though, I wanted to touch on the subject of, I don't know if y'all been seeing the basketball player Anthony Edwards. He played for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It was a situation where he recently
He went crazy.
he had a girl that he was messing with. Now, mind you, Anthony Edwards is in his early 20s. She's in her mid 30s. She's Lil Baby's baby mama though. She got a baby by Lil Baby, right? I guess they were in a relationship. They were messing around or whatnot. They was having sexual intercourse. She ended up getting pregnant, right? He told her through the gate, like, "Hey, look, check this out. I don't want no baby.
babies,
I ain't on that, right? I mess with you, but I ain't trying to have no baby." She like, "Listen, I ain't trying to have that. It's my body, my baby. I'm having a baby, da 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 da." So he told her through the gate, "Listen, I'm telling you now, if you have the baby, I don't want nothing to do with you or the baby. I'm telling you through the gate." She thought he was playing. She went on here and had the baby. He went and filed through paperwork through the courts
did
to
too.
rescind all rights to the child.
He paid out now.
He gave all the rights.
All the rights.
Okay, so
paid
this
that
is the thing.
bread, right?
This is the thing. He was
Bread.
supposed to have paid. This is what it was a rumor around saying that he had paid 18 years of child support up front. That has not been verified. I don't know how true that is yet. It may or may not be true. It might be something that's in the works or trying to get done, but he hasn't paid yet as of right now, from what I understand. But I think that is.
Yeah, he ain't wrong.
Y'all tell me.
We told her through the door. Like, it take two to make a child. It takes a village to raise a child, but it takes two to make. If I'm telling you through the door, this is what it is, X, Y, Z, and we have a lot of space and opportunity to handle this situation, correctly.
She just
And
had to
you
go
take
to
it
that
upon
4 or 9
yourself to
months
bring a
to-
child in this world. I'm telling you, I'm not.
For real.
That's on you.
That's on you. Like,
But I'm gonna do what I need to do as far as financially
And what she
stability.
did, if he paid
He
that,
paid that
child
bread.
did.
That's what it. I don't want nothing to do with it. That's what it is. That's
Some
different.
people- okay,
Me
so
as a
some-
man, I'm not gonna do
Some
shit
people
like that.
feel like
I can't go to
I
sleep
can't
knowing
do it.
I got
A baby out there in
species
the world,
you feel
Yeah,
me?
he
Like,
not wrong.
But for him to tell you that through the door, you still go against the grain. I can't go
I
over
can
respect
see,
that
I can
man.
see where he coming from.
It's respect.
But-
He
So my
told
thing
you
is-
through the door what it was. So
my
when
thing
you
is
get
this:
it-
there's a lot of women that are these quote unquote IG models, Instagram models, or video vixens, or whatever, that are really looking for a come up. I'm not saying she's like that, but
That's
they
what
be
it's
looking
giving,
for
though.
a come up. They be looking
That's what
for
it's
a
giving.
clout chase. They chasing.
90%
You
of the
chasing
time
this
it's
shit.
like
If a
that.
nigga telling you I don't want nothing to do with it,
And you steady trying to keep it. It's like I feel
chasing
like
this
sometimes you might be chasing it because
chasing
you know that what comes with this celebrity is
especially
relevant.
especially off of who you pregnant by. Like,
It's relevance. I'm gonna be relevant off this.
If
I'm
you one of
gonna
them
use
guys-
this baby to my advantage
Yeah,
for
yeah.
18 years.
Yeah.
I feel like if
It's
he
a
did
secure
pay
bag.
that
It's a
money
secure
ahead of
They
time,
be doing that shit on purpose.
if he did pay that money ahead of time, 18 years at one time, he's probably one of the smartest people in the world.
He is,
Because what he does is now he cuts that short, right? Hey, go to money. I know you're gonna blow through this, but you'll get no more power. I'm taking away your power because you won't be able to even talk about me, speak on me. It goes way down.
Exactly. At this point,
Right?
I ain't a slave no more.
I'm not enslaved.
I'm not
right?
your slave no more.
And on top of that, he hasn't even got his Supermax yet. Anthony Edwards is one of these top 20 players in the NBA, might be top 10. He's a dog. Dude really hoops. So he got Supermax coming for sure.
He do.
So if he
He
was
do.
able to work a deal out where he had to pay her off his rookie contract, hey man, that's business savvy. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That's some real business savvy. I don't know how true it is though, but me personally, I can't have a seed out there. Knowing that I got a seed out there and I'll be like, I don't want to see it.
Man, that's real man. I don't know no man who could do that. It's part of being a man.
Hey, but check this out though. Check this one out though. Peep this, right? Grab this shovel and dig this. What if 18 years from now that child
Become
grows up and be the biggest NBA player in the world?
How you, what you say?
And what if that child either got your genes?
That's
You gotta keep that same energy.
You got to.
You gotta keep that
And really be the face of the NBA. Y'all understand how crazy that story gonna be?
If he wanna talk to you and wanna be with you,
Well,
though,
let's keep it 100 though.
That's different.
If you really living like you supposed to be living, it ain't really nothing to raise your kid.
it's not,
It ain't nothing to be a father. It's not
Well,
hard.
because
man.
the thing is, he
it's
just
not,
paid out all
Make
that
this shit
money.
rocket science. I
He
got two
could still
sons.
be in his child life and still have that money he paid out.
So this is my thing, right? I don't even think it's so much about the child. I think it's about her.
It's about how she coming.
It's how she come. I feel like he don't like the way
She coming.
she's approaching this.
Yeah,
Like
she coming
and then
on.
she might be a nag. She might be irritating. She might be like somebody he just don't want to deal with. I
might
don't
be
think it's the
into
child. It
What?
can't be the child because you don't know the child.
And man, raw dog at that.
Again, that's
It is.
you
That's
right
real
though.
shit.
But it takes two.
Can't be
You
dog
gotta be
shit.
responsible.
Gotta be, scrap it up. That
you
nuke ain't that nuking. Once
I don't
you
care how
got
good
that shit
you-
raw, you gotta realize.
Oh, sometimes it be
like
nuking.
that.
It be nuking sometimes.
I got my baby
It be
mama
nuking
pregnant.
sometimes.
I'm grown.
It be
My
nuking.
First baby mama,
it be nuking.
Second baby mama was on purpose. Like,
Okay.
You know what you doing.
Yeah.
So the first baby mama was on
wrong.
accident.
First baby mama was on accident. I was a little boy. I was 16.
And it was nuking. It was nuking.
16. It was
It was
nuking.
nuking.
It was nuking. Hey, y'all, it was nuking. This is the words of Dot. Baby mama, I don't know you, but Dot said it was nuking.
look, second time round,
Niggas got weak.
right?
He's planning it. Yeah.
Fool me the first time, shame on you. Fool me twice, got the blame on you. Right. You know what's going on my time, you feel me? So,
I understand that.
No, I do feel that. Every time when you in that motherfucker, you be damn, you in that motherfucker.
Why don't you just pull out though?
It be nuking.
That shit real.
If we ain't talking to you and shit, yeah.
That's nuka, real wild.
If we ain't talking to you, they tell you to do it, you be alright. Whole time you, I know this shit for your head.
What that be saying? What that be saying?
Yeah, come in this motherfucker.
Hello? Yeah.
He tell me alright. He tell me alright.
You for right, shake up with it. I got you, bro. I got you.
Talk about bad.
I got you, bro.
Don't even trip. I was on that anyway. That was the plan anyway. You tweaking. I was on that for the jump. No, man. Hey, listen, man. We practice safe sex on the Wrong Guy podcast, man. Rapidly.
You might have to do that. You might have to shoot it up.
Hey, man. We practice safe sex on the Wrong Guy podcast. Wrap it up, man. Wrap it up. And if you don't wrap it up, man, take care of them kids, y'all.
For real.
Take care of them kids, man.
There's a lot of shit going
they didn't
on out
ask
here.
to be here. But if you bring them here, please take responsibility to take care of them children, man.
But if you don't, you on that gun line. You gotta goddamn it put the AK-47 in them.
Hey, BB, can we get one from us? Can you get one, please? Thank you.
Damn. It's the and that's it.
No,
This ain't it.
No, this ain't
This ain't it.
Man, we getting wild.
Get them, folks.
We getting wild on the Wrong Guy podcast.
He record me. We gotta go to the studio after this.
Man, you gonna leave here? Yeah. That was that. You
Hold
ain't
on,
gonna never forget this.
hold on, man. Get that back. No, get him hands back, man. That,
What he got half? He got half.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know why.
Give that back. Oh, what the fuck is that?
All right, hey, look. Before we take this shot, man, I want to dedicate this shot to one of the greatest trap rappers alive, man. One of the people that I grew up listening to. He helped me make a lot of money, man. On the 28th of March, we lost a pioneer, a legend. Now, he from Atlanta, man, but I felt like he's from Chicago, man. Hey, the Jug King, man. You know what I'm saying? Free band, man. Y'all hold y'all here, man. Long live Young Scooter, man. The Jug King.
For sure.
Man. This shot for this. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I know it's a lot of people be talking, but I really made a lot of money to the Jug King, man. Hey, long live Young Scooter, man. Long live Scooter. Count up! You hear me? That's that count up music. You hear me? Jug! You hear me? I do what I want. You do what you can. Hey, I'm halfway to the bill just as good. This one is playing. I'm a phone the brand.
Yeah, Scooter was a real street nigga. You can tell he was punching in. He
So,
So he ain't gonna fuck about what he said.
let's talk a little bit about that. I want to touch on that because people that don't understand the culture won't understand the significance that Young Scooter had in our generation, right? He was a pioneer in his own right. Not only was he the Jug King, he invented count up music. Let's just be all the way thorough.
Yeah, count
you know
up.
what I'm saying? Count up. He invented
that's
that.
shit.
He was also he was like Future's backbone, right? Future's rise to fame.
You
I don't think it would have been
rappers. You the Rico.
no, for real.
So-
It wouldn't have been the same without Young Scooter, right? You don't understand how important it is to have somebody that backs you, just bashfully backs you. Like, I don't care what it is, I'm riding with you.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what Scooter was to Future. I feel like that gave Future the confidence that he needed to be the person he was. Because he know no matter what, Future gonna be there. I mean, Scooter gonna be there.
Yeah.
Right? So Scooter was such an important staple to the culture, bro, because without Scooter, there would have been no Future. And without no Future, what would our culture be?
For sure.
Like, let's really think about
He
it.
played a big part.
He played a huge part. And, I mean, all the real street niggas know what Scooter did, right? They know what he did for us, man. It was supposed to be said that, okay, the Atlanta Police Department said the Young Scooter ran from them.
Yeah.
Jumped over a
the
fence.
gate. Yeah.
And the fence supposed to puncture
Puncture,
one of his arteries and broke his leg or something.
I don't know about that shit. Yeah, that shit sound goofy.
I ain't a doctor. That just don't sound right to me. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, right? I'm not a doctor. But that just, I ain't never heard of that. That was the first time I heard some shit like that. Like what? He jumped over the gate and then
That was a foul play.
they say his leg broke and the broken bone punctured the artery and he bled out.
So he didn't make it to the hospital in time?
What type of hop he did? Man.
What type of bro? You hear me?
Understand. I'm lost.
But this why I mess with Future so hard, right? Because a true friend is gonna fight to the end. And even after Scooter died, Future say, "No, we gonna fight. We gonna keep fighting." Future hired his own autopsy team, his own professional autopsy. Paid a nice bag for that autopsy team, and they did another autopsy outside of Atlanta Police Department's autopsy, and they found out that from their reports that he had bullet wound, a fresh bullet wound.
Yeah, I heard that.
Somebody shot him.
They shot him.
Somebody shot him.
Atlanta Police Department is disputing that. They said it's not true. We didn't shoot him. No shots were fired. But the autopsy team said somebody did shoot him. Wow. So now it's kind of like a gray area. We don't know what's what. What do y'all feel? I want to put that on the table. Then what do y'all feel about that?
Yeah, it's a foul play.
Yeah, I feel like it's a foul play.
Yeah, try street nigga.
Yeah, I'm
gonna hop a gay gang.
Like what? What type of day was this?
That's real shit.
Y'all telling me folks died from hopping the gate? Come on, man. Like, out of all the shit y'all could have said, y'all say folks died from hopping the gate.
The leg injury,
That doesn't make sense. Make it make sense though, bro.
Don't they got body camera shit right?
They haven't released any of that.
The only thing is, I feel like that the reason why they saying it is because they saying like the person that called the police in the first place is basically just unlawful. Yeah.
It was someone, I think she was from Baddies or something like that. It was one of the models from Baddies, one of the actors from Baddies. Yeah. I don't know why she made the call. Yeah. She lied from the beginning.
So they didn't be locking her ass up for his death.
I think she did get tried. She got tried. She got tried. I don't know if she's out yet.
The crazy thing is, I didn't know she was a babe, none of that shit.
And she's one of the baddies.
I don't be into that shit, but I didn't know that.
Yeah, she played on Baddies.
So a lot of things that be going on, I ain't gonna lie, but I be lost too.
Yeah.
I be lost.
I try to stay in tune, obviously because of this platform.
Because of the platform, yeah, I be lost to a lot of shit.
If it weren't for that, I would be lost too.
No, it's real shit though. This ain't me having shit. I be lost. Like when I be hearing shit or getting hip to shit, I be lost.
Yeah.
Me too.
I would think the Future probably sponsored the funeral. From what I understand, it had a beautiful service, man.
Yeah.
He had a great service. I seen Young Scooter! Hey,
Black Amigo, man.
Black Amigo gang, man. Hey, listen, you was in
when that Columbia drop.
You was booked, bro.
I was booked. I was just gonna say that.
I can sell cocaine. You was booked. I
love it, y'all.
Hey, bro, Young Scooter. I'm talking about that's one of the. We are big on the culture here, and that's one of the guys that he had a brick in the pyramid of the culture.
Yeah, for sure.
When it comes to, if the culture was a pyramid, Young Scooter had his own brick, man.
For sure.
Right? Because he was a young nigga in the streets that took what he was doing in the streets and made it into something, right? And I'm big on
loyalty. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't fuck with his music so tough.
Like
he one of the rawest artists.
No, he wasn't.
But he was just a street nigga.
You know why
I used to watch his vlogs and shit and fuck with him. Like,
you know why I love his music?
He's so street.
Because he had his own style.
Yeah.
So I cherish a person that could be unique. He ain't sound like nobody, bro. He made count up music, and that's what you can do to this music. You cut his music on, you can run through 100,000 counting count up. You feel me? Like straight up.
I agree with that.
I relate.
He said shit that's real.
He was saying real stuff, man.
Forks, burn it up in the truck, all type.
It's like
burn the spoons, all type of shit.
Once again,
real shit.
Long live Young Scooter. Man, hey, listen, man. May your beautiful soul rest in peace, man.
Yeah,
For the Wrong Guy podcast. Hey, ATL, hold y'all heads, man. You know what I'm saying? Free Band Gang, hold y'all head. To piggyback off that, though, so let me tell y'all how these Atlanta, their judicial system works. We all know the Young Thug was on probation. Off of the RICO case, he got probation, man. Whatnot. When the Young Scooter situation transpired, Young Thug made a few tweets after.
You trying to
be cool out there. After Young Scooter passed and Future got his autopsy team and it revealed that he was shot, Young Thug made a few tweets aimed at the prosecutors.
The prosecutors.
Because he felt like, man, something is crooked going on.
I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about that.
Off the strength of that, they tried to violate Young Thug's probation. They tried to revoke his probation. Now, we all know Young Thug got like 15 to 20 years of probation.
Same shit Meek Millie went through.
Right? They just tried to lock that man up for speaking out against what he feels
But
is
it's freedom of speech, though.
Yeah,
Exactly.
The judge denied it, but the fact that they even tried it, how
It's
y'all
crazy.
feel about that, though?
It's crazy.
That's crazy to me, yeah.
That just let him know, like, he gotta be.
Yeah, he gotta be real.
He can't even. Certain shit.
You don't even sue them.
You don't know the regular law. You don't know the law.
Free, but you're not free.
But you're not free. That's one of the worst feelings in the world.
Yeah, you're free, but you're not free.
I ain't gonna lie. I've been on house arrest before, right? That's one of my worst feelings in the world. To be free, but still feel like you're not free.
Yeah, I've been on probation, I've been on parole. It's the same thing.
Parole, probation, bro. It feels like you got a chain with the ball on the end. So you can walk and move, but you gotta drag this big ass ball everywhere, bro.
And you know what I don't like about that is, you grown, and you gotta explain yourself to another grown motherfucker. I'm grown, what the fuck I explain myself to you for? And that's always how it felt, even when getting back locked up, and some of them COs, even police officers, when they pull you over, they be younger than you, in their 20s.
Talking to you crazy.
But there's authority. It's bad.
Crazy, though.
Yeah, I know it's authority, this is bad,
That's what make
but saying
like
though, I got authority too.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
I got kids.
Exactly.
There's people that listen to me.
Yeah.
I'm listening to you.
Fuck, I'm explaining myself to you, folks. And then sometimes you be in the right. You legit, you know, all that shit. So I'm not finna explain myself. That's why I like being legit. Because I can talk my shit. I done been in these situations. I done went and did my time. I know my laws.
I'm the king
You know
of
what I'm
cracking
saying?
my window.
Cracking
this
the
big.
window.
I'm the king of that.
Cracking it.
I'm cracking my window
fuck
this
you
month.
What you want?
Hey,
Oh,
attention.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, can we get your shit on?
Yeah, come right here.
Put yourself in
We
a
pulled you over because
situation.
you can't see in your window. I always tell them, like, we pulled you over because we can't see in your car.
Yeah, I bought the car like this.
No, I told them, no, I don't even tell them that. I said, that's the point.
That's the whole purpose.
Just because you got your badge, it don't mean they give you right to see in my car. That's the whole point why I got these tents. I don't want the motherfucker to see. You don't know me and I don't know you. You don't know who I am. You know what I'm saying? But I'm legit. Here come my license and my insurance. What more do you want?
Exactly.
I tell them all the time, I bought the car like this. It was like this.
I don't even tell them that.
I bought the vehicle like this.
I had an Audi and my front windshield was
That's
tinted.
what brought it
And I told them, because I did bad like that. And the front to it, I bought it like this. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time though, what the fuck y'all want? What y'all want?
So this is the thing, right? We have we got a damaged criminal justice system in America, right? On this podcast and on this platform, we like to pinpoint and highlight the things that's hampering us as humans, as a community, right? Our criminal justice system is hindering us, man. It's like it's set up for us to lose.
I mean, what you expect?
I expect justice. I expect freedom. I expect what they put in the Constitution. That's what I expect. I expect what they wrote in the Constitution, sir.
But in the streets, it's kind of going the same way, though.
We're not talking about the streets. We're talking about is American citizens. Because we still citizens, ain't we?
But like you said, like you expect. So let's just use the example. I'm legit. I get pulled over, you know what I'm saying? You know how you get locked up and you know your case beat? You should got to go through the process. And I feel like you shouldn't have to go through that.
Exactly.
Because they violating. You're not violating, they is.
Our rights are violated.
Exactly, and I don't understand that. Why do I have to go through a process for something they've already violated?
So the question is, how do we correct this, bro? How do we get us to a better place?
That's the question right there.
Where we're not fighting against the system and we fighting with the system.
It's more of the work that like the activist people do to go and talk to them people.
We the
Like,
activists.
I'm going to go talk to them people on May 6th.
Amen.
I'm going to Springfield.
I'm right with you.
You know what I'm saying? I am going.
You know what we talking about? You talking about with the movement?
Yeah, I'm going to Springfield.
I'll be there too.
May 6th to talk to them people.
I'll be there too.
Because outside of us, it's a lot of people in our neighborhoods that's going through this.
But this the thing. You see what you just said?
Yeah.
We gotta get more brothers to support that. Imagine when we go to Springfield, bro. Imagine us going down to 100 deep.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
What's holding us up? Let's talk about it though, for real.
Springfield.
Yeah, the Capitol building.
So
It's the
what's
Capitol.
What were we doing?
The motive is to be heard.
To be heard.
Okay, on what situation?
Every
All
situation.
situations.
All situations.
All
So what,
situations.
in the black community or?
Yes.
That's what we represent.
Our black and
don't we?
brown community.
The black and brown community.
Because we Asiatic, so we all stand. We original people,
Yeah,
so we all stand as one.
If we got somebody that can get us in the door, which we do, shout out GC, shout out the Unity Movement, somebody to get us in the door, why aren't we bringing our issues to the forefront? Why is it only 5, 6, 7 of us going?
Nah, I feel that.
Why we not making an impression when we get down there? When we show up 100 deep in Unity shirts, they like, oh shit.
And we going down there with a coach bus.
It's like now, it's like they gotta listen.
We going with a coach bus, so
it's like, hold on,
whoever
wait.
want to get on can get on. We going with a coach bus.
We are going to be heard. I feel like more of us need to get into this because it's like, I feel like a lot of people think it, but never put it into action.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be nice if we could do that, so why we not doing it? Why we can't do it?
I'm with it 100%.
So we just gonna all sit back and fold our arms forever?
Nah. They need to hear this shit, you know what I'm saying?
And then when it's stuff steady happening to us, we complain
That's when
about
everybody
it.
complain
Oh
about
man,
it.
it's bogus as hell. What you done did about it?
I feel that.
Nothing.
Because the opportunities are here for you to do something about it.
It is.
Hey man, there's good brothers out here that's really putting their best foot forward.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Outside of everything, like I do be in the front line when it comes to that shit.
And
Like,
and that's one of the things in 2025 I made it a point in 2025. I'm about to start putting my best foot forward. I told myself that 2025 is the year. I don't care what nobody think. I don't care about nobody feel.
Yeah.
I don't care if my life is at risk. I don't care. But I gotta do something. I gotta do my part.
exactly.
And whoever else is with me, that's gonna ride with me, come with me. It starts with us though. We the faces, we the influencers. It takes for them to see us first.
Yeah.
Like damn, Trigga did that. Now they hitting you up there.
No, because like you said, they'd be surprised. There's a lot of shit that motherfuckers that I'll be out here doing. And I don't have it though. I don't have it because this is what I'm on right now.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because I get questioned a lot like, man, you a Facebook, what you doing right here? Even you asked me that one time.
Nah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? You asked me that one time. What the fuck?
What you doing?
You know what I'm saying? Who with you? I'm by myself. But it's like, I'm
And that swelled my heart.
Yeah.
You don't know how much that swelled my heart.
Yeah.
How much that inspired me. I say, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I'm on the
here.
right track then.
I'm here.
Because if it's more real ones doing this, then that mean I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
And I went to a lot of different spots. We went to a lot of different
bounced around.
spots.
Yeah.
And I went to somewhere where I really wasn't supposed to be at.
Absolutely.
But I stayed for like about 30 minutes. I'm like, I'm gone.
But sometimes
I'm
you
gone.
gotta, it take for those moments right there for the world to see that it's real.
Yeah.
Like that dude was right there.
Yeah.
So you care about that movement that much that you'll risk everything
You
to be
risk
right.
everything.
That's how much I care about it, y'all. This is real.
Real shit.
I ain't playing. That makes other people like, oh no, man. If he could do that, bro, I could do my little piece.
For sure.
If folks will risk his whole life, because if the wrong person catch you right there, you know it's
It's
black.
over with, yeah.
But I must get on this front line for y'all, for the youth, for the ones that I love, the ones I care about. Bro, I feel like we sit idle too much.
Yeah, nah.
We be chilling too much. It ain't my problem.
That's the one.
It ain't my bro. What you mean it ain't?
We chill a lot.
We just be chilling.
We in our comfort zone.
We in our comfort zone. As long as it ain't directly connected to my house, I don't care.
Fuck it.
Bro, my kid is your kid, gang. It takes a village to raise a child. If I see your child out in the streets doing something he ain't got no business, I'm gonna grab his head like he mad. Bro, bring your ass up. Fuck your dad. Where your daddy at? I'm about to get your daddy on the phone. Get in the car. That's how it's supposed to be, gang. But we don't care about each other kids. We don't care about each other's well-being. We don't care. You ain't mad, me and man. We good.
That's
what's
another
wrong.
thing. Yeah, that's another thing that if I look at you as my brother, I'm supposed to take it.
That's how it's supposed to be, right?
That's how it's
If
supposed
you
to be.
my brother, your child is my family.
Yeah.
If I call you brother, if I see Joey out right now doing some shit, what do you think I'm just ride past him? And I'm gonna pull up, man, smack him in the back of the head, I'm gonna tell my dad, tell your dad, nigga, I'm gonna tell your dad, get in the car. Get your ass in the car, dude, before I kick your ass out here. That's how it's supposed to be though. We ain't got that no more. We don't have that element. How do we get it back, brothers? How we get it back?
It start with us.
It start with us, bro.
Dude.
We gotta take our pride and tuck it. We gotta stop caring how other people view us. When I started this journey, you know how many people like, man, you know they gonna look at you like you kind of goofy, bro.
Yeah.
They gonna look at you goofy as hell, bro. They gonna be like, this nigga, now you trying to do. Yeah, I don't care how they look at me though, brother.
Yeah, I won't care.
I don't care, bro. Look at me how you want to look at me. I don't care, cause it's bigger than you and what you feel like.
I better stop caring about how a person really, because there's always gonna be somebody in life that got something to say. And once you stop caring about how the next person think or view you start living your life how you want to live your life, because it's always gonna be somebody with something to say.
It's always
even if you're trying to make that person happy, so they won't say nothing, it's gonna be something you do that they gonna say something. So I start living my life like that. I start living my life how I want to make myself happy.
We gotta be leaders, man.
Yeah.
Living your life how you want to live your life, and what makes you, that's a leader. Living your life out, man, if I do this, they gonna look at me like this. Bro, you being a fucking follower, gang.
Yeah, no, it's real shit. I ain't gonna lie.
That's
Shout out to my OG. I learned that through my OG. Because how we going back to say how our kids, I care about how my kids view me, I care how my mama view me. You know what I'm saying, as well. But some things that my mama don't agree with, but I agree with.
Yeah.
So I had to stop looking at like, I gotta care about how my mama view me. You know what I'm saying? Because even with the beliefs that I believe in, my mama a Christian.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So things that I believe in, she don't believe in. Yeah. So I had to learn to stop caring about how my mama, because
be your own man.
Be my own man. This is how my mama thinks, this is how she grew up, and this is how she raised me.
She not all
but
the
when
way
I went to
right.
jail, this is things that I learned, and this is what I believe. So stop going off with when my mama don't, you know what I'm saying? I stopped doing that shit. Can't make everybody happy.
You can't make everybody happy.
Yeah.
I just hope we all take the best foot forward. We put the best foot forward, and we try to do whatever we can to better our society, better our community, better ourselves. Because at the end of the day, we the leaders of this generation. No matter how much we try to deflect that responsibility, because unfortunately, a lot of us, we be deflecting responsibility. We know it's our responsibility, but we'll try to, man, shit, I'm just trying to get my shit right over here. Like, man, hey, shut up. Dude, that's your responsibility, bro. Because you was responsible in tearing it down. How you don't want to be responsible in building it up?
For sure. That's when it comes to getting back to your community. Like, you can get back to your block, but it wasn't just your block that you was tearing down. It's the community.
The community.
So you gotta get back to everybody.
If we all had that mentality, you know how much we'll move, how much we'll change. Now I ain't talking about just the regular anybody, local jokes. I'm talking about the real faces.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the faces though, bro. That's what I be trying to target. I be trying to target the faces, man. The people that matter, man.
Yeah.
But you know, we here. We have an opportunity to be greater and be better, right? Hopefully this platform resonates to the world, and it makes people, because I know it's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna see this and they're gonna feel what we talking about. They'll be like, folks, you know, folks don't right. Let me reach out to folks. Let me DM folks. Hey folks, what you was saying on that podcast, folks, I felt that, folks. What I could do, folks. What I could do to help, folks.
Yeah.
How do we start, folks? You right. How do we start?
Man, let's do
something, folks.
You gonna have those people like,
let's put us a little basketball tournament together.
Yeah,
let's get us a 2-day peace treaty, right? Let's get a peace treaty, right? With these areas, we got 2-day peace treaty. Saturday and Sunday, I don't want to have no shots going off. We finna throw a block party on Saturday. And on Sunday, we gonna load up the kids and go to a church in Indiana or something, whatever.
Yeah.
Put the faces out there. We out here. We standing on guard. We out here. Y'all go on, enjoy y'all play. Bring the bouncy house out. Bring the grills out. And better not nobody come through here letting off shot. Because if you come out here and let a shot off while we out here, you know what come behind it. We out here.
that's respect.
We out here. Let these kids play. Now let's start making this a habit. Let's make this a pattern.
Yeah, that's respect.
You know what I'm saying? We got a 2-day peace treaty. 2-day peace treaty, Saturday and Sunday, man. Once a month. Fuck it. Let these kids have fun. You know. And we out here though. We ain't finna just do it and just. No, we out here not old school. Y'all remember back when 79th They said the knife in Stony, bro. The white cats when had old schools out there.
The car clubs.
Bro, you notice how long it's been since they've been able to do that? South Chicago.
But let's take it
when
back.
Chicago was fun.
Before they went there, they was in Washington Park.
You in Washington
When
Park.
the park got closed down, they went to 79th.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all remember this?
I remember that.
Them niggas was out there.
Yeah.
Them faces was out there. A nigga knew better than to come through and let off anything around here. Why we get away from that? We need dude them to pop back out. Us. We doing them now though. We doing them now.
Exactly.
We pop out. Ain't nobody finna come through and letting off nothing while we all out here. And I'm talking about from every side.
Yeah.
From every side. We out here. We chilling, bro. Hey, shawty, y'all better be cool. So now what happens is start building a pattern where they seeing like, damn, we can't go over there acting crazy. Doing them out there. Folks, if you go through that and let off anything while doing them, ain't no hole that you're going to be able to hide.
There's consequences at the time.
There's consequences.
Nah, there ain't no consequences because we go back to the laws.
Get it back.
You can't disrespect them laws.
Everybody
you
feel like they're bigger than the
put up on that
program.
wall. Shake that man's hand.
Everybody feel like they're bigger than the program.
Yeah.
So we need to reprogram the program, brothers.
Yeah.
It's time for us to reprogram the program.
But nah, the reason why but the reason why a lot of the older brothers don't be wanting to, like you say, shake that man's hand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time though, you put that man on that wall and that man feels some type of way, these younger generation, they want to come back blowing this shit. That's the reason why these older guys, these older brothers, don't even want to tap into the young generation because they got their own time and how they viewing things.
And we gotta start giving them consequences for that.
You know what I'm saying? You know how like when you whooping your shorty, you telling him or your girl or younger why you getting disciplined? That's how they used to do it. This is the reason why you getting this violation. But nowadays, shorty them be like, okay, either I'm gonna accept this violation or I'm not. But regardless if they accepting at the time or they not accepting at the time, they finna come back blowing.
Let me tell you something, right? I believe in this strongly, right? We got to the point where we done let the YN get too big.
That term, yeah.
The YNs, them our YNs, them our young niggas. We love y'all. But we done let that turn and that narrative get so big where now they feel like that's bigger than the program. The YN is bigger than it's never bigger than the program. The belt ain't being laid to the bad apples.
It's not.
The truth of the matter is it's a lot of them YNs that don't even really want to be YNs. They don't want to do half inch. It be one or two that's just a menace.
Be like, I don't get no
It be 10 of them, but it be one or two, and them white 1 2 like, man, you niggas is bitches.
But that one and two, they're saying they bitches is the ones they looking at too because like
and
that's the one
and that's
when
when we have to step in
and
discipline that 1 and 2. Hey, sacrifices got to be made for the greater good. We love you, but if you're gonna ruin everybody else, then you're gonna be removed.
But like you said, sacrifice got to be made. Some of these older brothers don't want to be that sacrifice and get laid down.
They chilling. Cause they chilling. And that's why this is a call to arms. Hey, ain't no more time to chill no more. It's time to get active. It's time to have these meetings between us, sit down and, hey folks, this was going on. We reprogramming the program. This was going on. You telling me Shorty and them bigger than the program?
No.
It ain't even all of them. It's 1 or 2. It's 1 or 2. And it's like, hey, little bro, check it out. This was going on.
But at the same
is you
time,
trying to hear it or you not? You ain't trying to hear it?
No, because
okay,
at the same time though, still, if you got shorty them that's out there acting and you got things that's going on, shorty them want to be like this. Just to say, as an example, I'm not finna go how you do crack if I ain't gonna do crack.
Yeah.
I'm not finna how you go blow at this nigga if I ain't finna blow at him. So shorty them following the ones that's willing to get out here, how I'm willing to get out here. You know what I'm saying?
So the ones that's willing to get out here, it's time for y'all to be accountable. Time for y'all to stand up and be there.
But that's the thing. If you got motherfuckers willing to get out here like, all right, look, this was going on right now. This is what it is. Fall back off that shit. And you got shorty them that's out here like, we out here. This what it is. Fuck what dude them talking about. Right now, they going with shorty them that's saying, fuck what dude them talking about.
So what we gotta do?
It's a lot we gotta do.
We gotta remove those
you know
bad
apples. Yes. And that's where the movements come in, like the unity movement, these activism movement, you know what I'm saying?
Together.
Yeah.
We bigger than them shorties.
We stronger, but we stronger than
bigger than them shorties, man.
Yeah.
We not trying to run over them shorties and disrespect them shorties. But it's like, hey, if you feel like you bigger than the program and you saying bunk the program, bro, something gonna have to happen.
The reason why I'm speaking on this because I'm speaking on because, like I said, I work for a non-profit organization called Activism, and this is what we deal with. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a face because I'm a face from where I'm from. So this is what I always hear. And I'm speaking on what I always hear. So it ain't going off of who willing to get out here with me.
It's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a task. It's gonna be difficult. It ain't gonna be easy. But we gotta be willing to do it.
We willing to do it because we doing it.
We doing it.
You know what I'm saying? We doing it and it's a start.
We need more.
We need more.
We need more of these, right? We need more faces, B. We need more faces. It's not enough.
Yeah.
We stronger together.
Exactly.
It's power in numbers, right? If you got 20, 30 guys over here with real faces from each hood, that's 20, 30 hoods. Man, that's different.
But
Man.
no faces got to be
all in
with the shit, not half in. Not saying like with it one in front of you, but in the background they telling these shorties to go do this shit because that's what's going on right now.
That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's a big problem.
There's no integrity.
I done dealt with it already.
No, for sure.
I done dealt with it.
We literally talking about that right now, and with the unity, it's like it's stuff going on.
I done dealt with it already.
Well, I appreciate just the conversation. I appreciate being able to put this on the table and just open up this line of communication. We can't let it end here. It can't stop here, folks.
Yeah, it's not.
We can't get tired.
Yeah.
We can't give up. It's not for show. This for sure. We gotta do what we supposed to do for our youth, for the generation behind us.
We gonna do it. We gonna do it.
We gonna do it. So we gonna keep building. You know, me and you for sure. We gonna keep building for sure. And we gonna pull in. I feel like we need to start pulling in other people. It's time to start blowing on them. Start opening these conversations with them. Because a lot of times we'll have it out here like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But also what you're supposed to be doing is recruit more people to do it, to help do it.
I mean, you always say like, okay, if I'm on this song where I'm from, I'm a face for 600, like Gucci, only Gucci. He from Wiggle World. And people expect for like my block and let him be into it, but man, this man close as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Even Wonder Bread. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, shout out Trump.
You know that's it. Secret Service.
Shout out to the Secret Service. Stain, what up?
Secret Service. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no more free Stain. Nigga, Stain free.
But these people they wouldn't expect for me to be close to, or even know, or even have ties to. You know what I'm saying? Wonder Bread, Gucci. You know what I'm saying? They all from.
Them all good brothers.
Them all good brothers.
Them all thorough brothers. They
as long as you take brothers that's faces from these blocks that could get everybody together, and they be real about it. That's a real big start.
Man,
outside of the ones that
I don't think you understand how powerful this could be.
That's a big start. That's a big
start.
Y'all
don't even understand how powerful. Y'all don't understand the power y'all wield, man. Y'all like y'all don't understand what's. Bro, do you understand how powerful this could be?
And then I'm out here with you. You my brother, so I'm even bringing up. I kind of felt some type of way with Wonder Bread because you my brother. So why hide that?
Ain't no hiding it. We can't hide it.
Me and bro I always say, bro, like, man, you see I'm doing the rap stuff, you've been doing the rest of this, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I told him this. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna hide it. I told him this. We had our own person because it's like you hiding that you fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Let's not do that.
Man, let's make it cool to
let's
be
not
cool.
do that.
Can we make it cool to be cool? Hey, Wonder Trump, that's my dog.
That's my nigga.
Stain, that's my brother.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with fool them. I ain't hiding that. What we hiding it for, man? Let's make it cool to be cool, bro. Hey, that shit played out, gang. But we gotta set an example.
I've been said that shit.
Man, reach out, man. Tap in, man.
We could have been dropped some shit.
Hey, Trump, I need you and Trigga in the stew, man. When you see this, I need the Secret Service and the gun line in the stew at the same time, ASAP, man. Let's make this shit happen, man. This is what it's about.
Cause we go back from the county too. When all that shit was going on with the BDK, GDK shit, me and Wonder Bread stood together. And he know our history in the county. So now that we out in the image and shit, I told bro like, bro, let's do something. You know
Let's
what I'm
do
saying? Like, fuck with a motherfucker think. The Detroit niggas stay together, the Atlanta niggas stay together, everybody stay together but Chicago. I get more homage from outside of the states than I do in Illinois.
We need to be on the same level that they on. We need to all be together. And hey, I need the Secret Service on this couch, man.
Yeah, bring the
I need
Secret
the Secret
Service
Service here.
And I want to be when they come. Bring the Secret Service through.
Hey, Trumpy Johnson, I need you on this couch. Hey, I need y'all on this South couch, man. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, the message that I want to leave y'all with is, hey, man, let's make it cool to be cool. Let's lead by example. Let's set the foundation and infrastructure for the next generation. It won't be done unless we do it. Stop trying to just chill. Get active. Because if we don't get active, hands-on with the community, our world is going to implode. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I want to give a big shout out. Trigga, 600. Dotarachi, big S.Dot for 600. I appreciate y'all for coming out. I enjoyed our conversation. I enjoyed y'all energy. It was meaningful. It was intellectual. It was interesting. It was super fun, man. Before we go though, I want y'all to let the world know what y'all got going on now. What y'all promoting, project, videos, whatever y'all promoting. Man, y'all look into the comments.
Six is on the way, man. Me and my brother got some shit on the way. The EP. Shit, we just dropped Towson. Go check out the videos. Yeah. We got some shit on the way.
We got Towson just dropped. 6 Block on the way. We got the whole EP on the way. After that, my brother goddamn gonna do this mixtape for me called 6 Talk Gunline Edition. You know what I'm saying? 600. Team 600 is not extinct. We ain't been nowhere. We still pushing.
We still got it.
Still pushing, man. Gunline shit.
So,
y'all heard what they say. Y'all go follow all they socials. We're gonna drop the socials for y'all. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, all of the above. I appreciate these brothers. I love y'all to death, man. Hey, long live all the fallen, long live King Cooper, man. Free the guys, man. Free D-Rose, free Rondo, free C-Day. You know what I'm saying? Free 600, man. Shout out to Fulton, man. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Salute. We out here, man. Wrong guy. We usually talk fight at an early age. When in actuality, we should be learning read. We were programmed for a destructive future at the adolescence. But it's about time we break out of that mindset. It's time to shatter that mold. Being a product of their environment is only acceptable when you're naive to the circumstance. Once you identify it, it's time to work on resolution. Let the world box you in. In fact, put yourself in the box. Take a leap towards success. Retreat, rehabilitate, and redirect. The gang won't be there when it's crucial, only when it's beneficial. From your own village, make sure everyone is of high character, acts with high integrity, and is genuinely authentic. Y'all be good out there. And make sure you remember, take heed when Supreme speaks.